Hello, guys, and welcome once again to Modelers Corner. You joining me with myself here, and we have Tom Biddle back once more,
Hello, guten Tag.
and we have our special guest tonight is Stephen, otherwise known as Sodo Railway Modeler.
Hi there, guys. Glad to be here.
Yeah, so it's great to have Stephen on the stream here because I'm sure you guys have seen his splendid work. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. I've kept track of his work as best as I could, and I'm absolutely amazed by it. There, in fact, I've actually used some of your work, Stephen, as reference for some of my own projects.
That's awesome.
So,
Back in 2013, when I was still in college, and I began sharing work that I was doing.
yeah,
When I was younger, as a teenager, in what I call the blue room, in that one house that I really have the really large layout where I could shift and make new scenes with remakes and stuff that I wanted to make.
yeah,
And I created a blog called Vision Scale Modeler, and that's what I was known before I came back on Twitter after I graduated.
yeah.
So that was good memories, good times.
Yeah, definitely. I actually remember like keeping track on your blog and just see like what projects you're working on, and like I said, like you absolutely astounded me with all these impressive models and how they were all made from card. I was like, that's made from card. There's no way that's made from card. It's so awesome.
Oh yeah, cardstock.
I
Just
know.
construction, hard, thick construction, textured cardstock paper from AC Moore, Michaels, Hobby Lobby, and that's what I started with. And when I grew from reading Model Railroader magazines here in the U.S. and RM Web articles from the U.K. online,
Yeah,
that really got me started with learning how to apply those model making techniques, but with craft items and things that I had. So, like I always say to people that are just starting out, you don't always have to have the most expensive things to get into modeling or even use them as materials. You can use so much from what you have. But by the way, like what I'm using some Bristol board. Here, I can show you. The very first live stream that I was on was the Unlucky Tug is back on Twitter, and he's been doing some live streams too. When I was on his second podcast, this is a shed that you see in quarries and harbors from season 2 onwards. And right now, I'm making the very corner right here with windows. So the roof on the top comes on, but there are like 1, 2, 3, 4 little windows that go up on top there. And I'm going to be using this Bristol board to make the windows from. So I'm measuring out like where it's on the middle, on the side, and on the right, and then I'll cut them so I'll be able to make the window panes from strips of card, like I have right here. Put them together and then glue them, and just put some clear plastic for the glass.
Awesome. Well, don't have to ask what you're doing for tonight's stream there. So you've pretty much said exactly what I was gonna ask.
Fabulous.
So, Tom, what are you working on tonight?
I've forgotten now. No, I'm joking. I was going to do I was going to. Well, I got a variety of things. I was going to try to do some things on Thomas. Hopefully try and get some more progress on him in terms of soldering. And then I've got either this kit here, what came recently, which I managed to get at a discount,
right?
And or I've got the tanker wagon that I was supposed to do. I was trying to do last week.
Okay.
I broke some of the pieces. So I had to get some more, unfortunately. So. Well, most of it's white metal. That's why I kind of snapped some of the pieces. So I had to get some. I had to find some online and just try and just work into the model somehow.
All right. Well, for me tonight, I'm going to finish off the wagon kit that I was making last week for my friend Gavin Rose or Knuckles, and once that's done, I'm going to make a start making up another one of these Dapple building kits here. So I've made one of these before in a live stream, so I have another one of these here. So I'm just going to make another one here, just get it out of the way, create more space in my.
I like Gav as your friend when.
He's sorry. He's everyone's friend. He's everyone's friend.
Friend Knuckles.
I should have pointed the obvious. He's just messaged me there now here and just want to see here what he's asking here.
Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends.
I'm gonna try a little help from my friends. Oh, okay. Well, you're going to join in, okay?
He's just asking if he wants to join, but see if he can. See if he can. Just give him a message now here.
So, Stephen, besides Thomas, did your inspiration for modeling come from anywhere else, or is it just the Thomas references you follow? Is there anything else that?
Well, that's a good question because I'm an animator, and my background comes from studying visual storytelling, animation in different styles like stop motion, live action, like Thomas, 2D animation, 3D animation. My occupation, I'm a post-production editor and animator. And recently with my work, my remote job, I get to work remotely, which means I can work anywhere in the world if I want to. Here I choose to stay in my hometown in Hagerstown, Maryland. That's my hometown. And what I really like doing is looking at models of military models. I like looking at different blogs of artists who do all different kinds of model making. But in general, I just like good craftsmanship. You have some films like, Star Wars, and you look at the way that things are made. And like, I know you're going to like this, Michael. Like, I like Wallace and Gromit as motion shorts growing up. And if any of you have seen Coraline or
that's good.
Box Trolls, Kubo, and the Two Strings.
I haven't seen those last two yet, though. I've been meaning to, though, but they look really good.
I haven't seen the last one. I've seen Paranorman. I saw Box Trolls. And I haven't seen Kubo. And there's the new one that came out, Missing Link. It is gorgeous to look at those films and study the way they make the sets because, there's a real need for artists who can do a really good job with making things with their hands. And that always fascinated me when I was a kid because my inspiration came from like wanting to work with David Mitton and his modeling team one day on the Thomas Show, and so I just took in the things that I really loved learning about. When I couldn't read, I would look at Model Rubber magazines, and then when I began reading more, I really dove into it because I just really loved studying about it so much. And like I was saying earlier, with the stuff that I have from craft stores and the things that I have from home. That's kind of like how I started with my model making, and it's just so much fun. It's good inspiration for everywhere, basically.
All right. So, like, it's funny because, like, you say you do like animation that day, but funny enough, both me and Tom, we've also done animation as well.
That's cool.
In the past. In fact, a couple of years back there, I actually asked Tom to do an animated trailer thing for me for Virtual Engines.
Cool.
Where he also voiced Ringo Starr as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't think of myself as the best impersonator, but everyone seems to just.
Mate, it actually sounded very convincing to me. So.
Well, I don't know.
Well, to be honest, let's look at it this way here. Like, there was a comment that I actually got from a viewer, and he actually says, like, did you actually ask Ringo Starr to voice in the show? I'm like. I was just like, no, it's just Tom Biddle doing a very good impression of him.
I think that's a compliment.
Yeah.
I think someone paid him to say that, but okay.
Well.
But I appreciate that, though, but I'm not ungrateful, but yeah. I mean,
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I can't remember what his username was, but Jamie Parker, he's quite good. He does a really good Ringo impression. Have you seen Skylar123's latest video where?
Oh yeah.
Golden Douglas get painted blue, and people think it's Gordon when he's pulling the express and things.
Must actually watch that again. Actually, didn't actually. Was that recently, or was that?
It's fairly recent, like a few months ago.
Right, I must take a look at that actually.
That was quite good. But yeah, basically what we did was like a sort of so I've got this figurine of Ringo Starr. I thought when I do a sort of Robot Chicken style kind of spoof.
Yeah.
He's talking to him on the phone. I thought, why not make it look more interesting?
Yeah, because like you said, like, why'd you actually have it like so like he's actually there doing like he has me on loudspeaker on his phone.
Well, we're trying to make it a bit more kind of well, I try to make it a bit more kind of funny, like, you know, there's hints that he knows that he worked on Thomas, but he's forgotten. So there's like a Ursa model on his desk. There's also but I don't know if anyone else pointed this out, but I put Pete Best as one of the framed photographs in the background.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
just like a few references here and there.
but no one picked up on it, unfortunately. So I guess they don't know Beatlemania. But
I'd say probably. I think it's just because maybe people didn't really see it or something. I don't know. Just got a message that Gavin says he'll join here, but he won't be on mic though. So just he won't be on like mic and that because he's gonna be putting in some point motors for his Northwestern Railway layout.
Nice.
But you can hear us. Or...
suppose he could, yeah. But if we ask him a question, like you know, he'll probably have to reply to us in maybe sign language. I don't know.
Probably for insults, and he wouldn't hear it.
Thank God for the internet.
Yes. Looking for insults.
All right, hang on. He just says that he will be on mic, but not the external one. Okay. So yeah. He's probably still watching. He's probably just watching us right now and just sending me a message saying, like, you know, don't say this, say this.
Oh, I didn't realize he was watching it. There we go.
Not the president. Okay.
There's something I still can't do right now. I can't sort of say that sort of thing.
Yeah. What's the one? I also have to be very careful during this stream as well because my parents and I have started to tune into this live stream as well. So,
Nah.
I know because last week there I went over just to get something and I went in to check up on them there and I just saw my mother just like sitting on the sofa with her iPad and she's actually watching me in the live stream. I'm like, what are you doing?
Let's go. I think everyone's parents have done it to some extent.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. As soon as she got back, like as soon as I was on my way back, she just was like, you know, give me a wee shout out. I'm like, okay, this be nice.
Have you any more comments about your about the special, Mike?
To be honest, I don't want to answer many questions really, but other than that, like, you know, just briefly just say I had a really good time writing the special, really, and I'm very surprised that they actually kept most of my original writing work in there because I mean I actually can't even tell what's actually the original draft or what's the revised one because it's actually very similar.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Something that's pretty. That's something to celebrate, like a step of the only Sipper actually able to write something for the show. I think.
Yeah, it's still shocking, really. I'm just trying not to let it go to my head, really. Oh, hang on, we got Gav here now. Hello, Gav.
Hi, Gav.
How you doing?
Good.
Oh,
I wasn't sure whether to join or not. I'm just doing soldering. It's a bit boring, you know. I don't know.
Well,
Soldering still counts as modeling, you know.
It does.
I know, but I mean, I'm thinking from people watching it, it might just be a bit boring. I don't know.
Well, it's down to them. It's like, you know, if they find soldering, hang on, we'll just have to chat there. You guys in the chat, do you find soldering boring?
If any of
No.
you,
I think the thing is they come for the company in the chat. That's not you know.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
They don't
Well,
necessarily-
I'm pretty silent on these streams anyway. I don't tend to say much. I'm usually just concentrating. But
Then again, that's what actually happens. Like, you know, you have to concentrate when you're modeling. So,
what are you working on, Gavin? On your with your soldering?
yeah, I'm doing these Circuitron Smails. Essentially, it's a tortoise point motor, but it has a DCC chip bunged in it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I've got some done, but I need to prepare them on the desk before taking them in the loft, and then I'm going to wire them into the layout and add the other DCC buzzers and so on, basically.
That's cool. Very essential if you want your point motors to work.
Yeah, I mean, I've used tortoise before, and I often use the just basic solenoids, but I find like Toy Toys and these, the slow action ones, as long as they take the springs out, I think they work a lot better. They're more expensive, but they've also got the polarity switching, which that helps as well.
What's cool about them, I believe, is that instead of just clicking, they move more slowly in a realistic speed when you switch the points back and forth.
Yeah, takes about a second.
Yeah, more realistic. Very cool.
Let's have a look.
But basically, you got these little pin things here.
Yeah.
There's like little holes in it, and you need to thread some rod through it and solder it onto that, and then solder the wires to the rod rather than that piece, because that being a thin little plate.
Yeah.
Hang on. You can knacker it basically.
Right, just got a word back from the chat there. Bluebell says, for soldering, no, it's not fun because I wonder if they're going to burn themselves. It only happened the once.
I've done it every stream.
Lucas says, soldering is fun depending on what it is.
Yeah. I don't really get into more soldering because I would like to get into more wiring and doing some things with more metal versus using crazy glue, which is like my Swiss Army knife when it comes to gluing stuff together if I needed to, but when it comes to electric, because I've been building rolling stock sheds and buildings and weathering and customizing my rolling stock, scratch building, and pretty soon I'll get into, after with the building stuff, scenics, so that when I begin doing my stuff, I can do that. But like, what I do is what is called live scenery in model making, and that means nothing is permanent. If I want to do Brenham docks like I did in my YouTube channel, I would set it all up, and with the track layout that I have in mind, if I want to do it season 6 based or season 3 based harbor, I would do that first, and then I look at my current setup of structures that I've either scratch built or kit bashed, and decide what else I would need to make. Like maybe I would need to make cranes and things like that. So I do that and get that out of the way and add any of the scenics and detail I want on the layout. Film and take photographs of what I want on the set for every story and every moment that I wanted to showcase in the layout. Then take it down and build a brand new set. So I could do Gordon's Hill or Nafford Station. At the time, I didn't have model materials to be able to make a big station, but you get the idea. You can arrange any set that you want, and you don't have to worry about wiring anything because I just use DC because that was what worked for me. So like in the future, I'd love to get into DCC more. Like I want to convert any of my models to run on DCC sound, whether it be the realistic representational models like Bachmann or Hornby or Helljan or my Thomas models. I'd love to do that one day.
There was somebody I remember a while back. They actually did this. What was it? It's like a DCC. Hang on. Yeah, Gav, is your speaker on?
Yeah, I heard it go a bit funny then, but it's okay now.
Yeah, thanks. It was just like seeing a second. I was like, "Who's talking?" But yeah, there was some. Oh, sorry. There was some guy who I actually saw, a fellow Thomas modeler. I've forgotten his name now, but he actually did this really cool DCC thing where he actually got Bachmann, Oliver, and Duck, and he had somebody to make custom sound chips to fit inside them for his DCC coders. So
Tone Music. That's Michael on Twitter.
Yes, that's his name. Yeah.
He's a really cool modeler. I've always liked that guy.
Yeah, so he had like Duck and Oliver's whistles and the actual proper sound effects and all from the show, but they also like played their theme music as well, which is also pretty awesome.
That's right. I remember that when he was sharing progress with his Arlsburg Harbor theme set, he put that chip in and got it to play the themes. It's so clever.
Yeah. But then I've seen other people like they have like DCC Thomas. Like I think there's one where it was just an ordinary Hornby Thomas, but it was painted in Network Rail colors.
Yeah,
Network Rail livery. As it went by on the layout, it actually started playing the Thomas theme, like the original TV series one.
That's cool. One of my friends from Ed at Ed's Trains. I'm a part of the Discord server that he created for a large group of people and friends of the family to come and hang out. And you've joined it recently.
Yeah.
My friend Mark at Gothic Railways has really helped me really understand some of the questions that I've had when it came to DCC, because he has American and British trains running on his setup that he has for running. And he does a really good job because he converted his trains to have all different kinds of DCC capabilities that I've been trying to get into learning about, which is really nice. Fun.
Aye. I mean, I would like to go into DCC, but I'm still at that learning stage of actually, like, still in the DC concept.
Yeah.
I've been learning about it over the years. It just took me over a decade to finally decide to do it. I didn't want another complexity ruining everything, so I've decided to do it now while I've got a new layout, just to do it from fresh.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've got a controller, but I never because one of the things I want to be able to do with it is probably like smoke and things. And it's just trying to. Well, actually, tell you what, it's I just wondered if the DC unit would be different. Could I use, it's Hornby, so would I be able to use it on a no gauge scale model? Do you think, or is it?
That would be something you probably would have to ask Hornby themselves, really, because they would probably have all the answers for it.
So I don't know if I mean, it probably sounds very stupid. I wondered if it was like just use specific for certain gauges, or would it matter? Some DCC chips burn out.
Well, I think it just all depends on exactly what way you're wiring them in, really. Because I don't think I've actually I'm still learning with LGB not LGB with DCC and out there. But my LGB Garden Railway has DCC fitted into it, but that was already done for me because the locos and stuff like that already came with there. So I'm still trying to see about learning exactly how to actually fit a decoder in these engines and get it working. In fact, my actual DCC central station controller unit actually burned out last year, and I have to try and I'm trying to see about finding a new one to replace it, though. But apparently, Markland has now bought LGB, and they've discontinued that particular control system, which is a real pain. But what can you do? So I have to try and see if I can find one second hand.
Or like trying to rebrand the stuff with their own stuff, or is it?
Sorry.
Is it mostly just their stuff they're redoing, or is it?
Who was it? Who this Markland?
I just meant because they stopped they stopped using that controller. So what?
Well, I know that Hornby didn't do this this walkabout controller because I was very interested on that. And then they says, "Oh, we're not going to make it now." I'm like, well, "What's the point then of actually saying you're going to make it?"
Sorry, just to change subject. Speaking of Hornby, it's actually Frank Hornby's birthday today.
It is actually, yeah. I forgot about mention that.
Now that's cool.
And we're on Modeller's Corner, so happy birthday, Frank Hornby.
Funny story I actually heard about Frank Hornby, which was he made this wind up submarine to fit in the bath and out there because he's always inventing all these new toys and out there. And one week kid who wanted to say it there got too enthusiastic and caused something and it must have caused a wave or something, and the wave was actually so strong it actually sank the submarine and broke it. But at least it worked.
He was a naughty boy.
Goodness, when I think about Frank Hornby, I sometimes think about here in the United States, Joshua Lionel Cowan, who got started with Lionel trains during the 20s, or doing the really good ones we started in 1900. Onwards. And I think about that because you've got Markland, you got Hornby, you've got Lionel, all these pioneers in railway manufacturing who created so many beautiful models that kind of really helped shape the hobby over the years.
Yeah, because I mean, I think it was Markland that actually started off model railways.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it is. I think it was Markland. Then Bassett Loke took over.
Yes, that's it. Look.
Bassett
He had
Loke
Bing at some
then.
point.
Yeah,
Oh,
he brought in like he brought over some German logos and that they but modified them so that they look like British outline.
Yeah, so cool.
right. Yes. Wait. Yeah.
And then after like the First World War, like he just decided to make the trains himself instead of importing all the parts. But
This is done now. This is prepared. The way I'm doing it. So 4 pins and one at the end. Screw, bend that to shape, pop it through there, and I 3D printed that. Just basically a giant washer. Pretty much. Just going to glue it on.
cool. So how many of those do you still have to do?
Sorry.
How many of those do you still have to do?
Hang on. In the box, after this one, I've got another 3 to do. Then at some point, I have to buy one more, and that'll total 13 for the Knapford section. Problem is, these are super expensive. I was going to get the DCC Concepts Cobalt IPs because I mean they're quite expensive as well, but these are even more expensive. But they were sold out, so I went for these.
That is.
Ow!
One of those things, isn't it?
I'll
Yeah.
try to remember, John. If I don't, well, it's just too bad, isn't it? Said Paul McCartney to John Lennon.
Did you burn yourself, Tom?
Yeah.
Oh no!
What's bound to happen? I do it all the time.
There you go, Adam. Somebody burnt themselves. I hope you're satisfied.
The guy with Corona.
Oh, don't say that, Tom. You're a fighter.
No, me.
No, I said you're a fighter.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Oh,
Pick on the guy with Corona, why don't you?
Micromark in the United States sells what are called Box Blade Defender cut resistance gloves. It's for a particular machine that was made where it's like a modeler's knife, but it's like a toothbrush, a cybersonic toothbrush that vibrates. It kind of is the same thing where it's hooked to this little motor, and when you're modeling something, it will cut through things much more like butter. And what they did was include some gloves so it'd be easier. Like if you're using just any ordinary hobby knife or whatever, what you could do is get a pair of those kind of gloves to protect your hands if you're working with a solder like that.
All right, okay. Sorry.
I must actually see about maybe ordering some more stuff from Micromark because I mean the last thing I bought from them was a wee chopper type thing.
Chop it, yes.
The chop it, yeah. Because I saw it on Luke Towan's videos and I thought to myself that actually looks pretty cool. I mean it gives you like very precise cuts and even at the right angle as well. So
yeah.
I ordered one and I used it there for making up the substructures for my buildings, and I thought, wow, this is actually the best thing I actually bought.
That's awesome. I'll have to get that too with this Boulder discount code.
Yeah.
Luke Talon is a really, really good scenic builder and model maker. I've really loved his videos on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely. He's really worth watching. There's another thing I actually want to get from Micromark, which was it's like a miniature vacuum forming machine.
Yes.
I actually want to try and get one of those because I really want to get like just something that can do vacuum forming.
Hey,
a lot of time.
Here's a shout out I want to give to 2 people: Max's Model Railway, cool to see you, and Bluebell 5529. That's Johnny. He was on your live stream I think last week with Adam. From
oh, Johnny. Oh, sorry, I thought that was Adam. Sorry.
Yeah.
I keep getting mixed up.
I guess I want to see people in pain.
I join my disconnect to see someone in pain. You know my needs. Anyway. Went a bit weird there. What was it? There was a comment there earlier on there. I actually saw somebody wanted me to answer here. That's it there. Thomas Planet fan. Some people are saying that you should be the head writer. What do you think about that? Oh,
Kind of worms.
to be honest, like, if I was head writer, I'd be actually having a massive panic attack because I would not know exactly what to do.
Well, if you had no restrictions, it would be easy.
Well, I know that, but like, even if I am the head writer, like, I still have to follow orders.
What did you change?
I don't know. I just write what they ask me to write, and if they give me the freedom to do some stuff, I would write down what I want.
Actually, I was thinking because a lot of places in the CGI series got reshot and things. But the one thing they never done was the opening scene with the windmill. So from the introduction.
Yeah, I kind of actually forgotten all about that, really. But
Yeah, but in the middle of nowhere, it's like a windmill. I'd like to see what else they filmed with that, like in terms of because I know it was mostly used in Thomas and Toby episodes, but there's some picture of on that set. I wonder if there's a lot more stock footage and things.
I think there was maybe a Percy with some wagons going across the windmill. I'm not sure really. Hang on a second. Seem to have lost a buffer here. Where is that? Oh, there it is.
What did you guys do on the 75th anniversary?
Sorry?
The 75th anniversary on the actual day. What did you guys do?
I was working.
Okay.
I didn't have time to do any celebrations, but I did tune into that live stream, that live thing that 84F Studios did, because I contributed to that.
Okay.
And I actually remember seeing in the program during the live chat there, somebody was saying, do you think are you sure it's not? Is it not legal for him to do that? There is because should he be contributing to like fan work out there? And I'm like, I am still a fan of the show. It doesn't mean that I can't help people out at times.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. People sort of think once you are of some kind of status or whatever, they automatically think you stick with it. If it makes sense, like in terms of it's like the minute you become famous, for example, they automatically think, oh, you're not
the same man. You're not the same bloke anymore.
Yeah.
I try and stay away from that sort of thing, like
Understandable.
Like acting like that there, because it's just not who I am, really.
It's just bad karma for you.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, it's just bad karma.
You don't need it. Not that I know how to live your life, but
Yeah. What was it? Ryan said to me one time. He just says, I think he said to me at one stage. This might be untrue, really. I really don't know, but I think he said to me at one stage. He says, "Well, at least you're not going overboard with your celebrity status." I'm like, celebrity status? I'm not a celebrity. I'm just a writer. I just write stories, and that's it.
It's all perception. Some people meet me in bloody rowing modelling places as if I'm a bloody celebrity. It's like, no, I'm just a plonker in the loft who likes to make models.
Yeah.
No.
The one that gave me a shock from my status was I actually did have a fangirl screaming at me.
I remember you telling me the story on a call once.
Yeah. So if any of you guys wanted to hear that story, look in some of the previous Modelist Corner things, because I think I've already told everybody else what the story is, but
exactly,
it was quite funny.
Like Thomas Mania sort of thing.
Thomas Mania, yeah, something like that. There, yeah.
you know, you can say that you had the same status as Ringo because you used to have women screaming him all the time.
Groupies.
Right.
CJ Productions, what are you making, Mike? I am making a wagon.
For your friend Gavin.
A wagon for my friend Gavin.
Yeah.
In fact, it's actually the last one I hear before I actually take this in for pin.
All right. Well, let me show you. I got this finished. One side, I have the windows made. So that's what it will look like on the front. It will be spray painted gray.
Right?
Back, this is what it looks like. You see the strips of the cardstock? Just
Yeah.
like, that's how I make my windows custom, just like that. It's like that with every single building I make. I have two here I can show you. If you remember the look of these, Hornby did a coal loader, a coal hopper, that had two buildings that looked exactly like these. But instead of buying it and getting it for either that or the huts, I made them from scratch. So again, JT Phoenix, I scratch built the door from Basel Basics textured cardstock for the wood grain.
Wow.
And I did the same technique with making the windows on the side like this. The sills on the bottom and on the top, those are pieces of balsa wood painted up. Same with chimney, another piece of balsa wood is layered with the JTT Phoenix texture, a wooden piece of skewer for just the clay pot right up on top. And I would just take a Faber-Castell ink pen like this one, and I would go over some random brick to make them a bit random, and then just dry brush some greenery on the very bottom, like some weathered moss on the bottom. That's like a more realistic appearance. And the corrugated roof right here. This is JT Phoenix corrugated plastic. So what I did was layered it on a couple on top of each other. And before gluing it, I spray painted it with silver and gray primer to give a sort of a speckled finish like Luke Talon does. And I gave it a rust wash. That way it would look a lot more realistic. So that's exactly what I did with this really big shed right here. Same technique, but just a bigger structure. On the inside, I have A-frames right here built in. The bottom part is Plastruct I-beams, and the corner, the cross beams are balsa wood because I felt that was a bit stronger. And I glued it all together and made it so that you can see the windows on the outside and the inside. Principles.
So in terms of scaling things up, how do you do you do it from vision, just observing, or do you get drawings? Do you measure from?
All that from observation. Like I look at stills from episodes, I look at the wiki, and I try thinking about how I would want to make it. And if I need to, I'll make a drawing. But basically, I kind of draw the shape. Like if I have this on the piece of plastic, I just look at the JTT6 piece, and I just draw out with my pen in pencil actually, so I can erase if I need to. The window shapes, how long I need it so I can cut one side and the next side, and that's kind of like how I build it. I build it piece by piece. If I need to, I'll make a measure drawing in centimeters with my sketch pad and my pencil and ruler and measure everything in millimeters or centimeters. That's how I make my scratch build narrow gauge engines in large scale. I draw it first so I get the measurements I want right, scaling and all that. But everything else I do with measurements and by eye. It's like origami to me.
It's what a lot of models tend to do, I think, isn't it? It's always there's never kind of a right way of doing it. A lot of time it's all kind of, but you seem to kind of do it to an extent that it actually looks right when it's on the set. So I guess you've got quite an eye for scale, I'd say.
Yeah, exactly.
But do you ever use like sometimes I try to use like a square paper to help me kind of line things up and make it look more, makes things a bit more square.
For buildings, I would just take two pieces together. Like, let me look. I can use this example. Hold on. Let me get a building real second. I'll show you real quick. Hold on.
Gav, do you want the vacuum pipes on these, or do you want them off? I think I asked you this before, actually.
Just post them. I'll decide later, I guess.
Okay.
I'm not sure yet if I want it fitted or not, but Find it later.
All right, no worries.
Okay, so I'll share a building and I'll share one of the narrow gauge hinges that I'm working on. This building right here is one that's unfinished, but you can see that's the JTT Sinks brick texture before painting. There's a piece of wood that I have for the chimney, and from the inside, I don't know if you can see it because the lighting is, but you see how I brace everything with balsa wood right here? I kind of build everything from the inside so I can make the outside look clean and crisp. Underneath, inside here, there's strips of balsa wood at the bottom, along the edges, so everything is glued together, just like that. Now, I've got Peter Sam here, and I've tweeted about him before, but he doesn't have the pupils, so don't freak out if you see Peter Sam without pupils.
He's possessed.
But I've got him in Railway Series livery, and that's kind of the same principle. I make everything from the inside using balsa wood to build the inside, and then I glue everything with crazy glue. And for the tank, I do a technique where I use Scotch tape, and then I just lay a couple of pieces along the shape, here, all the way around, so I can fold the tape so it attaches to the corner of the other piece I pull on the outside, just like you would if you were working with metal or brass, you know.
Right.
Then if I need to, I'll use the crazy glue to reinforce the edges here. But that's kind of like how I build everything. Everything is basically a shell from the inside with balsa wood, tape, and glue. And that's how I do it. So you're saying all I have to do is add some the cylinders, the scratch build cupping rods. By the way, this is a Lego Power Functions chassis, and you can get custom train wheels at BigBenBricks.com, and they're a company based in Oregon. But they make small, medium, and large drivers for custom built engines, and that's how I work with these engines. And I use Lego parts and then build everything else on top to make it believable and realistic. It's fun. It's really fun. And again, from what I had from home, because I can do what T-Doc does and do brass, but I don't have the materials or the knowledge to know how to do that. I use paper, and it's funny, like, is this really made out of paper? That's what usually when people have gotten the ability to touch it from meetups, I say, well, look, you can touch it, you can see it, you can ask me questions, and usually they are surprised to see how light and how sturdy it is, because I just try to take my time to make it as sturdy and as well built as possible. But yeah, Blue Pioneer, I'm glad that I got a chance to meet you as well as Sparkshot in our hangout today, because I'm seeing your work on DeviantArt and seeing the customs that you're making with large scale and narrow gauge. That is really, really cool to see.
Was that? What was that? I can't remember that.
Yeah.
What were the customs again? Sorry.
Let's see. All the stuff that you're working on, like on your table, you're working with brass, standard and narrow gauge.
Oh well, it's scaring me as well. So I won't worry about it. I've been doing this since I've been doing this since about 2010. I mean, I'm part of a club that actually makes these. I've got a friend who, my friend Michael, he actually built his locos from scratch. He's completely LNER and LMS, or that's his region. So it's all so basically it's all just scale drawings. Then cut the pieces out individually. He spray paints the brass.
Yeah.
And he sort of traces the shapes out with a scriber and then cuts around them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to. I mean, my technique is more just printing the pieces on sticker paper.
Yeah.
That's my technique at the moment. I don't know if it seems to work fine for me when I've actually got it right. But yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, let's see. Sodor Pro, how to make the cab controls on Peter Sam. Here, I'll show you. Pulling up again, if you look closely inside the cab, they are a mixture of craft wire, hand-built parts, like some of the valves and gauges here are, again, paper, just rolled up and kind of molding with paper. I just wrap them around in pieces that I can find, like pens or dowels, anything that would fit the size I'm looking for. And then I draw like the gauges. I wrap the wire around to make that little coil section coming from that gauge up on top. The rail, the handle, the reverse array up there, that is from balsa. All these things are made from craft wire, balsa wood, and paper. That's kind of like how we used to make those.
Do you basically have designs from pictures of the actual Teleclin engines, or do you just?
Yeah, that's a big help because, like with Ryan, any of the pictures that are posted online, I look at for inspiration. I've got files of saved photographs from over the years of different engines, locomotives that I want to make, and then if I can, I'll replicate them with my scratch building techniques.
Yeah, that's quite.
Yeah.
I still think that's quite insane because I think I remember seeing the pictures when they first came out, and it's sort of been sort of blown away more because it look obviously they look like the TVS models and things, but you kind of brought them into your own, not just by in very serious colors, but just the whole persona they had.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's just kind of, and it's kind of. I feel like in some, I don't know how, but in some sense that style's kind of transferred to your double O gauge and your HO and.
It's really fun. It definitely depends on the aesthetic that I'm looking for because I may go complete TV series custom, or I may do a hybrid, which I like to call kind of like a hybrid of personal interest. Like with Duncan, he has a mixture of his season 5 model, the large scale model, where he has the really big cab and the really big low windows. The aesthetic is very reminiscent of Douglas, the prototype. I think it's a really handsome engine as Andrew Broccoli narrated engine. And this Railway Series livery and try to incorporate some details like the bolt. The bolt, all the bolts on Peter Sam are these peelable gems. And I spray paint them with a primer. Then I peel them off with my pliers and individually put them on the tanks, the cab, anywhere that would look aesthetically pleasing. That doesn't overpower the model, but adds a little hidden detail. Like the Nitro Studios, when they did the Scarlowe engines and model them CGI, they did a really good job of researching and then building them from the ground up with the reference they got because they didn't feel so overwhelming. The details looked really nice. So I did that with Rheneas. I did that with Scarlowe, but basically it's giving them a season 5 basis with the body, prototypical detail, and Railway Series livery. And when I'm making Stuart, I'm making Stuart as well as Peter Sam because when I work with them together, I have the measurements and everything to make them both at the same time. I'll do that with Sir Handel and Falcon, and I'll make Duke too. But those are the mid-soda rangers I'll be making. I take a TV series take with Peter Sam and Stuart and Falcon because they have that color that I like in the way they look from season 4 to season 5. And I'll just give them chorus railway buffers because it's kind of like in the Railway Series book. That's kind of like how I'd like for them both to look like.
Okay.
Well, funny enough, I actually was actually looking at the what was it? I was looking at the Duke of the Lost Engine book earlier today, actually, and I was thinking to myself, like, in terms of like, because like the other day, I think somebody was asking me to talk. They were asking me about questions about the Reverend Orgy's original Mid-Soda Railway, and I was like doing a whole lot of like research and all on that. There, I spent the last few days like trying to research it, trying to see what way it could be made up, and mostly in terms of like the track diagram as well, because that was like something that always puzzled me. Like, what was the track diagram of the original Mid-Soda model railway layout?
Yeah.
But I think I might have cracked it. I'm not sure yet. I'll need to do a wee test on it maybe later on, but there's only like so much like information that I can gather.
Yeah. The question I've always had is like in the story it says that Smudges, or what was his royalty's name?
Stanley.
Stanley, yeah. Basically he said like he was still there behind our sheds. Like I think how did Stuart and Falcon never notice him?
Well, the thing is, in the TV series, they said like he's still there behind our shed, but then like, and even in the books, like they said like he's still there as well. I even read in the iOS that actually Stanley was moved from the pumping generator position to be a pumping engine. He went to be a pumping engine at Casnahowen's mines, and then it turns out he failed. In fact, it was actually Stanley's downfall that actually caused the Mid-Soda to close.
So you can blame the closure of Duke's Railway with Stanley Smudger.
Yeah, it was his fault really. So
Poor engine, man. What a
It's
way.
like, that's actually quite brilliant, actually. Like, Duke, you put me here, so I'm going to put you in the shed. So I didn't expect the trees to grow around you. Anyway, yeah, so just a good idea.
I'm really glad I almost got these windows done. What I would do next, I can show you. Let's see. There you go. When I finish these and spray paint it, I'm going to put the corrugated sheeting in layers, just like that.
yeah.
That way it layers just like it does in the TV series. And then once that's done, I can spray paint those parts separately and then put them on the windows so that when they're laid together, the model will be finished.
Cool.
So I am almost done doing the paints on these windows. And when I'm done, I'll add the clear plastic on the back. Oh, I'll need to paint these before I do that because I don't want these windows to be white. I will finish these, spray paint them the gray color that I want, and then when they're dry, then I'll put the clear plastic on them. I want to make sure I don't miss a step. Oh yeah, Gavin, I wanted to ask you because we're talking about models. How is your Railway Series inspired shed coming along? Because you 3D printed that for yourself, right?
Most of it, yeah. The roof's completely 3D printed. The triangle bits inside, they've also 3D printed. The I-beams, I brought them, I think, from Evergreen, possibly. And the sides are basically plastic card bricks sandwiched. There's like, I think, 3mm thick plastic card on the insides. And also the windows, they've 3D printed as well. And the downpipes. A lot of it is, yeah. And the roof vents. It's coming along, it's about 85-95% complete, I would say.
Yeah. I've always looked at the the sheds in that one that was in the very first book. It's beautiful. It's a really cool basis, and I really like that you chose to work on that and for an innovative project.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, the thing is, that particular shed, the TV series modelled it on the first season right next to the roundhouse, but they chose to have 4 peaks.
Yeah, exactly.
I've chose 3 peaks because when you look through all the books, there's one illustration, Things in Troublesome Engines, possibly, where you've in Timoth looking out, and the shed's on the left, and it has 3 peaks. It's the only time you see it clearly with a particular number of peaks, basically.
All right.
So that's why I've chose 3. But we'll be making a proper video on it once it's done.
Rock on. That'll be fun to watch.
At the moment, I'm keeping it semi-quiet. I mean, I posted something on Twitter the other day, but apart from that, I'm keeping it a bit quiet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've been doing some modeling, like building models as well, like at a very fast pace. And I've been keeping Gavin updated on it as well because they were all 3D printed as well. But these like some buildings I made some weeks back, just a couple of row of houses really. So they're all 3D printed there, but it's like a wee like low relief thing.
Looks brilliant.
Yeah,
I think it does.
That's not bad actually.
Yeah, so that's all like that. I don't know. That probably took about maybe a week's worth of 3D printing to do.
What about how's did Simon finish his buildings for you? Or
I said to him that I would wait until the lockdown's over before he posts them out. Like,
well, that could take to next year.
well, I have. Well, to be honest, I have actually postponed filming of Brown Sciences until next year.
Okay.
Because the studio needs to be made.
If anyone questions why my voice is a bit weird, is because my voice hasn't fully come back yet from the virus. But, yeah.
And you see,
Gav's filming his computer.
Computer modeling, the first time.
So just in general, guys, just have a thoughts on the.
That's it. If it gets noise, I'll be out of the way anyway.
What were you saying, Tom? There.
Oh, I forgot the question now, don't I?
Okay.
Gav,
Yeah.
solder you recommend is really hard to solder.
Well, it's because your flux is wrong, or your heat's wrong, or your metal's wrong. You get all four in combo, you never have a problem.
Not just the metal shite.
Well, which flux are you using?
Using the 60mm. No. Sorry. That's stupid. What's that?
Brain fart.
I'm using the flux. That's the amount of the flux. I mean, I can't pronounce it. 9% prosocric acid.
Is it the flux that I said to use?
I can't remember. To be honest.
Well, the biggest thing is, like I said, you have to, with soldering. A lot of people are scared of it or don't like it because I personally think a lot of time people just buy normal electrical solder, and
Yeah.
it has the flux inside it, and you kind of it'll work as long as the heat's there. But once you've used that, it's a bit of a bugger to get it to reflow. Right? If you just use everything else in combination, you don't tend to have the problem. I mean, I found if you use the wrong flux, you get problems. If you use the wrong metal, you get problems. It's just have to get them in combo, basically.
I find that's probably fair enough. Yeah, but I was just sort of saying, if you're interested in learning how to do things in brass, you're better finding someone who, because I learned from watching a friend of mine who's, built his fret for like 30 years, and also watching the Right Track DVDs.
Well, that's what I first learned. And I've got the entire collection.
Oh, cool.
Shit.
Thing.
Carpet God's got me. Need the
I
lights.
might have to try and get the right flux for this in that case, but I'm gonna get someone to break for a while again.
Does anybody else here have that problem with the Carpet God?
Yeah,
You
I
have to
mean, there
sacrifice
was.
things to them, and you have to then bow down and grovel for it to come back.
The what?
I've had that quite a few times actually, and there was always what was the last thing that I lost? There was one item I did last week. I think it was like a very fine screw or something for a triangle model, and it just fell, and I couldn't find it anywhere because the carpet was like so thick. And I was like, God damn it, where's this screw? And I just saw it. I was like, oh, thank God.
He likes washers, very much so.
Oh yeah,
Small
they
washers.
always the
And
10
crank
B.
pins. Oh yes, he loves crank pins.
Do you ever do this? Here, and has this always ever worked for you? If you're ever looking for something and you can't find it there, if you ever just stand still and you just say, right, I can't find it, it's never going to show up there, you turn around and it's suddenly there in front of you. Has that ever happened to you guys?
Probably.
No, I do
find-
get what I call blind eye, where you're actually looking at it and you something in the head just really is not registering. You're just not recognizing it's there.
Yeah.
And then when you do finally recognize it, you feel stupid.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Like, I mean, I find this sometimes. I find you find it when you're not looking for it, but if you're lucky enough, it can just, if you desperately need it, it can just appear. It's almost like they're saying, okay, we're going to go easy on you. Here it is.
We'll be nice to you. You gave us carpet cleaner. We'll be nice to you this time.
All right, I got one more piece to add right here. Okay. All right, these are prepped. I had to give an additional layer, with the strips I have, because when you want to put on the plastic piece for the window, you want to make sure that it's completely flat like this, because you don't want it going when you glue it. So I layer the card as best as I could so that when I put the clear styrene on, it will have a flat fit right on top when I glue it. So that's actually what I wanted to complete for this live stream, because I have these fully made. I'll be adding balsa strips on one end and on the other end, and then I'll spray paint it, make sure that I can test fit it, make sure that it's on the side of the building, and I'll be ready to complete it. So it's around 3 o'clock here, Eastern Standard Time, where I am in the US, and I need to get back to work. But I really appreciate being on the show, guys. Thank you for your time. It's been really cool hanging out with you, and hope to do it again soon.
Yeah, definitely. It was great having you on here, man. Thanks for coming along.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't already, I'm Sodor RY Modeler. You can find like my username that I have on the screen here, copy and paste it on Twitter. You should find me. And I post live updates for my work. You can find my blog, and you should also from there find my channel. I'll see you on the YouTube. Thank you guys for having me. It's good meeting you all.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks again, Steve, for coming along here.
All right. Talk to you guys.
Talk to you.
Peace.
All the best.
Three Stooges then.
Yes, and then there was 3.
Speak for yourself.
Listen, just so you know, this 3D printer is going to start whirring in a minute. I'm going to then go in the loft, so it's not going to disturb things.
We're going to see live footage. We're going to see live coverage of the NWR.
Yeah, basically. It's
Ah.
going
don't-
to start in a minute.
Don't sound too disappointed, Tom.
No, I was my work, you know. I was looking for,
We're gonna see Northwestern Railway.
I was looking to find a spring because this castle wagon I've got, the one I bought ready made, it's got a sprung buffers. So because the buffers are imprinted in the actual mold itself, I thought there's no point in me cutting them off like I normally do and then just putting white metal ones in. So, and the spare buffer is inside the actual wagon, but there's no spring.
Right.
I'm gonna have to try and I'm trying to find a small spring that I can use to improvise with.
Okay.
So yeah, modeling guys.
Yeah, that's good. It's fine. I'm going to take this out of the way so it's not going to disturb things, but let's have a quick look.
I'm gonna set the box.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So that's using
Sorry,
ABS
what's
then?
the- Hey?
You're using ABS then?
An EBS?
Are you using ABS filament?
Oh, yeah, at the moment, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cornflower blue, it's called. Oops, sugar.
Must put in an order for some.
Use any bullshit. Okay.
Cornflower blue. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. There's some more materials that Redbox have brought out, and I want to try them out where, it's supposed to be better. I don't know. It's probably worth a shot.
Yeah, because I want to try and see if I can print. I want to see maybe at some point print some Gauge 1 stuff from my Garden Railway.
That'd be cool.
Hmm.
Right, in the phone case. I can just carry on printing, and I might as well turn my computer off now. It's not needed. Printer has the job. Loft time. Take these 2 that I have finished.
The free amigo. I think that sounds better. CJ Productions.
Oh, hang on.
You can call him by
So-
his proper username, which is Casey Jr.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
No,
Or you can just call him Chris because that's his real name. So
I forgot it's Casey Jr. My bad.
actually, funny enough, it was actually his channel that I actually started out on. Like, if I needed to talk to anybody, I just used his channel.
I'm gonna try and. So I found a spring I can use. So I'm gonna try and put this buffer back on here, and hopefully it should spring into life.
Hmm.
I've done some work on the wagon whilst
Hey.
cover. I did what I do? I think
Set up.
I painted.
Alright. Hey, look at this.
Huh?
Ooh.
I've got 2 skylights done. It's got the glassy stuff in it now.
What's it? Out of curiosity, what's Yeah. Out of curiosity, what's with the nail polish?
The nail polish.
Aye.
I had trouble with the points
What?
because this Pico bullhead, right, as good as it is,
Yeah.
of the insulation break here.
Yeah.
They've already bonded the stock rail to the closure rail and the closure rail to that stock rail, which is supposed to be the DCC friendly thing, right, or hand built style. That's all fine. Because the insulation break's there, some wheels bridge the gap here and here, and you cause a short. So you can sometimes put nail varnish in. Didn't work for me, so I've been bodging the points instead. So it looks a bit of a mess.
Right,
It'll all
'cause
be revealed on the next vid.
I was just wondering, like, what was with the what was with the nail polish? I was like, what is he doing?
Twitter asked me, it's like, what's nail polish there for, Nux? And it's, you kind of expect.
Just seen Ben's comment there for polishing Gav's nails. What do you think it's there for?
You're transvestite.
Yeah, just like my nails done.
What nails? I've bit them all off.
You're a girl, are you, Gavin?
I do chew them, actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's a nasty habit, but sure.
We need
it
some
keeps talking about it.
That's interesting.
Hey ho.
Oh, I
This
got
is going to be
my
awkward. Trying to find somewhere to put the camera. I don't know how to film this. This is partly why I wasn't sure whether to join or not. Right.
That's just put down Gav's a pretty boy.
My ugly dog.
Anyone see? Oh my god! Oh god, it's his ass! Oh no, it's his face.
So it's nothing to film, is it? It's going to be shite. Hang on.
Well, we don't know yet here because we haven't seen what it is you're going to be doing, right?
And this is where he drops it.
My thumbnail's about an inch, so I'm just literally looking at my own thumbnail to see what you can see.
Well, here I could just enlarge it for you if you want.
What?
That's a pretty boy.
Yeah. So there's nothing. It's awkward, isn't it, to film that properly?
Yeah.
Just get on with it. Stop moaning.
The other side might be better. We'll try something else. Because sticky probably. I got a charger there. Oh well. So we get on. Yeah.
It's Pingu.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I know you can't see bugger all, can you really?
Well, yeah, I can see it.
Well, might as well get on with it anyway.
Yeah.
We'll use these first.
Oh yeah. By the way, Gav, I've got the wagons down there for you, so they just need painted up now. So I'll have to dig out the. I'll have to dig out the decals for them, or print new ones out. Might be better just print new ones.
Right, I'm just having to think.
Ow.
Okay.
These are really good for cable management, by the way.
Oh yeah.
You put a cable tie through the gap and it just sticks. You can screw it and get some screws just to be sure. I'll get you up. How many viewers we got?
It's just we just got 18 viewers right now, so Max's Mulberries ask, how's Thomas going on?
Do you want to do a close up?
Yes, get you close up. There we go.
I've killed him.
Oh,
No, it's because I was using the wrong solder. Basically, although, well, the one that the guy recommended. Yeah, I forgot to get the. I should get the right. What's it called? The flux. So I'm gonna try that. But this is one thing I find with modeling. You know, the locos. There's always something that gets in the way. There's always something that holds up the process. So it's like it's more or less my way of thinking for like not getting this stuff in the first place. But yeah, or not knowing what you're doing. So blame lack of knowledge. So yeah, I've just been buying these cattle wagons now. Like, there's one ready made, and I got this one that I've got to do up, which I thought was quite cool. You want to do a close up?
Yeah.
This kit comes with a lot of the pieces that this Logos kit comes with all the pieces that you normally have to buy separately. Like, it comes with the wheels, it comes with W irons. Some bits, obviously, a lot of the fittings are made from plastic, so I'm probably going to try and remodel some of it in, because the white metal bits also give a bit of an extra weight and things, so it's like adding more to it. And I'm probably not going to do this in Thomas Disguise. I'm probably going to do, it's in northeastern wagons. But I've got a choice of the grey or the brown, because obviously I don't want to be all Thomas. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I've got all the bits here. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Also, that's what I mentioned. I had a tweet. I made a tweet where I was trying to decide what colour to paint this tanker wagon. And although we voted for the milk one, I decided because the milk wagon is normally the 3-wheel one, the 6-wheel one. I decided to paint this one, which is normally black. I've gone for full white.
Okay.
As in, I'm going to order the tank to be white. I'm going to paint the rest of it black. And how I'm going to do the lettering, I don't know. But yeah, when I finish that, when I finish this one right here, that's going to be probably the tall one, the black one.
All right.
So yeah, that's me done.
Just seen Ben's comment there by Thomas there, saying he did. it's gonna remember that quote from Cool Runnings.
And then he died.
Hey Shankar, you dead, man? You did? Yeah, man.
But put his face back on.
You
Well,
know,
that's
too late. I must actually watch that film Cool Runnings again because I really love that film as a kid.
I liked it. It's fun.
Yeah, I think our school put it on for us, and we just found it really good to watch.
If you're going to watch, I recommended the Brothers Grimsby.
Oh, I thought for a second you were going to see Brothers Grimm, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
Brothers Grimsby, I recommend not watching it with your parents. I recommend watching it with some
Nice.
very good friends.
Well, be honest, Tom. I managed to sit through the room. So, but then again, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. So I was like, yeah, it's my first experience watching The Room. So
Yeah, I need to watch that fully. I've seen bits of it.
definitely watch it. Like, because I mean, Stephen McGregor got me to watch it. Then we dragged Ben into watching it as well, and he's just sitting there. He's just sitting on the couch going, "What am I watching?" Oh, but it was funny as anything. Like,
I would probably wait. More train prices will skyrocket. That's not a bad assumption, actually. But then again, not everyone's got any money at the moment because most of them are.
well, I managed to get sorted out earlier today, there. So, but a different story altogether. Right, come on, you get stuck in. There you go. I should have actually put some warm water to bend it out a bit more.
Hmm. To be fair, I've been tempted by some ready to run stuff, like because normally I buy second-hand things and just repair them. But I don't know.
Ben's been saying like watching The Room is time I'll never get back, but it was time well spent, Tom. Not Tom, Ben. Time
Yeah,
well spent.
think about it. It's probably just like an hour of your life, probably.
Yeah, but like when you hear the story, when you hear the funny story, but like what went behind the scenes, it's like that's even more funnier.
I watched that film first, then I watched behind the scenes. Oops.
Tommy, why can't we not just film in an actual alleyway here? Why do we have to build a set of an alleyway? That's like the exact same one, literally around the corner. We don't need to. It's big movie picture. We're making a big budget movie.
That was a really shit accent.
Yeah, I think I remember somewhere like Tommy Wiseau got his money career by like being a yo-yo salesman, and then he worked as a fashion seller. I think that's how it went. I'm not sure, but that's what I got from the.
Like, yeah, I take photographs. I sell ice cream, and
I said ice cream.
you seen Black Books?
No, I don't think so.
Black Books is one of the funniest comedies I've seen in a long time. I love it.
Oh.
It's about a guy who owns a bookshop and he doesn't want anyone to go inside.
He doesn't want anybody to go inside.
Yeah, so what happens is he goes out for lunch and his assistant, while he's gone, all his customers come in.
Right.
Basically, the joke is when he leaves the shop, customers come to the door and go to Manny. I can't remember the comedian's name. He's quite a well-known comedian. He goes, "Is he gone?" So yeah, he's gone, and everyone just starts coming in and buying things. And of course,
It's like the character Aziraphale from Good Omens, where he owns a bookshop there, and like it's just one of these bookshops there where he makes sure nobody buys any of the books that he has.
okay.
He runs the bookshop, and he gets in books like stocking out there, but he never lets anybody buy it. Never lets anyone buy it.
Something's wrong with this.
These are my books, my children.
The one in Black Books is like where's all the books? I sold them. Oh God! That means you're gonna go to the ordering place and you've got no idea how annoying and frustrating that is.
What was the one I remember? Do you remember the film Small Soldiers?
Oh, the one with Kirsten Dunst and
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a scene I remember when the father comes back like to check up on his son running his shop and out there, and they're literally like tidying away after like the big break-in out there, which, well, not break-in, but like when the toys go AWOL and all out there. The father just like notices that they're cleaning up and he's like, "What happened here?" "Oh, just tidying up here as well." "Really?" And he goes over to this model ship that he's making, and he literally just like pulls the mast off and breaks, and he's like, "And how do you explain this?" I'm like, how does he? I actually thought at the time like he actually just broke it on purpose. I'm like, really? Blaming him for something you did?
So you just did, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, just trying to sort some things out on this thing. Just found out some of these brake levers I got for the wagon aren't actually big enough or long enough, so I'm going to I've got the one ones to add some weight to the wagon, but they don't stretch far enough to actually touch the wheel, so I'm going to have to get some longer ones, yeah.
All right.
I'm not a fan of plastic brakes, really. I'm very picky. Oops.
I sent anybody to sleep yet?
There's still 16 people watching us here, so we're probably doing something that's keeping them entertained.
Okay.
You know, I've forgotten you were here, Gab.
And I said I'm not really that talkative sometimes.
Well, for some reason, like, I still, I'm kind of like, I think I said this before one time. Like, I used to think, like, it's kind of like what James May said when he did the Reassemble TV series. He said in, I think probably in the first episode, he says, I don't know how well this is going to go down with people, like, when it's being broadcast. I think he's just like, am I the only person thinking that the only person who's actually more interested in the program is the guy who's is actually the person who's presenting the program?
Possible.
Yeah.
My favourite of his is Model Britain. I really want to like.
Oh, Mitch Britton, yeah. Learn about the behind the scenes of Hornby and out there. That's quite cool.
Yeah, I love that. It's this thing a bit tedious. Like, I don't know. Do you feel like it's a bit?
Well,
I mean,
like,
because what happened was Hornby kind of, Hattons were planning to release the class.
oh, it was Rails of Sheffield, wasn't it?
Rails of Sheffield were doing the Terrier,
Yeah.
and it's only when they started doing it, Hornby kind of got the urge to actually, right, we got to do it. Almost getting an idea.
And then like when it came to the launch of it, they sort of had a bit of a quarrel about it.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's kind of funny in a way, because like there's one scene out there when they're at the I think it's the Wally show, and when Rails of Sheffield are like giving like a preview of what their terriers are going to look like, Hornby had already like got like nearly all the parts and all for their terriers already gathered up, whereas like Rails of Sheffield only had the cab printed, and that was it.
Jesus. I remember. They got a tank done at some point, didn't they?
Yeah.
There's no beating Hornby.
Nothing goes again, nothing grows again, Hornby.
My favourite bit was during the Spitfire one where they're like, we're hiding these kids' faces to give them a chance to get a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, some models are lucky they actually be able to sort of do the hobby and get a girlfriend,
Well, then again, what was it? I remember seeing. There's a very good video I saw online, which was
Not with my wife.
But there's this one video I remember seeing where it features one of the LGBG skill Steins trains, and it was all about saying, like, how a model train helped me with my life. And
I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like it looks like a commercial, but it's actually a parody, and it just has, like, the guy's like trying to get a date with a girl, and the train just trundles by, and the girl's just like, "Is that a model train?" Well, yeah. Come here, you. And she literally like goes from him. I'm like, flip me. I never knew that's what how girls would react to a model train.
Hmm.
But
again, David's got Model Railway. He's married.
true.
Godfrey.
Worms. Right, stop that once. It's silly. And it's plagiarism. It's plagiarism as well.
Did you see that thing on Twitter? Somebody says, "So, like, did you like the special?" He goes, "No," and he zaps them.
Oh God,
I know that's like you probably looked and thought, "Oh, because it's your special," but I just found that particular stupid edit funny.
To be honest, I actually laughed at it. I actually laughed along with this one as well, which was the I was watching Unlucky Tug's reaction of Roll Engine, and he had one of his mates on, and as soon as the Gordon Goes Foreign reference comes on, he went. His mate literally went berserk. Said, "I hated this scene. It was not needed."
I still haven't heard it, to be honest.
I thought it was pretty good.
I know.
I mean,
I was
no,
laughing. I was like, they do not know what I went through to get that in.
The weapon. Sorry, the Gordon goes far with it. Is it the Doncaster bit, or is it?
Oh, it was the one. It was when before Thomas left. I think it was when Gordon says, like, Thomas doesn't know the way to London. I've been there myself. And then Henry was like saying, "Oh, not the station names again, Gordon." To which point we have Gordon just muttering and saying, I just wish they would make up their minds on what to call London Station. I love that. I thought that was a great joke, actually. But then you might let you flip out. I was like, okay, he doesn't find that funny. That's fine. It's like, wow, did not expect that reaction.
So the great for we actually got to references in the past. It would have been, raspberry wagons and things, raspberry tankers. And
I also want to say though to folks in the chat there is that the scene with Beresford, I actually had a lot of fun writing that scene because I was asked to bring Beresford back in and so forth, but I wanted to give him more character, really, to make him more enjoyable. And I still find it funny that they kept that joke in, where when Beresford finds out Thomas is going to the Queen. I'm still glad they kept this joke in, where he says, like, "Oh, Mr. Laddie-da, hey, you're certainly going up in the world, my friend." You just see Thomas looking down from this great height that he's in. And he's like, "Oh, you're not kidding." I laughed so hard that they kept that joke in. I'm like, I'm so surprised that nobody reacted to that one. That was like a really good joke.
It's kind of generic in a way, isn't it? But yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
We'll just jump in a sec.
Yep.
I've got to sort out a print because I forgot about it. I'll be only 5 minutes anyway. 5-10 minutes max.
No worries.
Just for I've installed this now.
So
no, I really enjoyed that special, actually.
Yeah, 5-10 minutes.
All right. But yeah, what I will say is that, like, I really enjoyed, like, writing the special, like, so it was great honor to be asked that there, and very nerve-wracking as well. I actually will admit I actually was nervous writing this special, so didn't really know what way it was going to go down.
Well done, man. Yeah. I don't know about there's a few things I still questioned about the like Dutch's design, but apart from that, I liked it.
Yeah.
The LNR tender and the paint job. But
well, she just the best way I can say around this is that she's a special engine. She's like I think like she's a mixture of the big four, really. She's a mixture of the big four, and everything that I don't know. I'd say that's just pretty much like a mixture of all of the big four just thrown into one, and see how it goes.
Yeah, I still liked it. I still thought she was cool.
Well, yeah, I did write down, like, she was portrayed as a Duchess class, so
yeah. Well, I like that they had Rosamund Pike in it.
Yeah, I did. I actually didn't know we were going to have Rosamund Pike, because that was a very big shock.
Yeah, so I'm quite a big fan of hers.
Really?
Yeah. Film-wise, I mean, don't. Yeah, I love Gone Girl and was it This Is the End or There's two films that came out that year, like This Is the End and
well, as far as I know, Roll Engine is the last episode of Series 24. So I think I heard from, I don't know, I think Sam said to me, he says, like, if this is the last series, like, at least we ended on one of your episodes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was kind of moved by that.
I don't think like it's the last. I think it's just a break, if it makes sense, because they were doing it every year for the last.
Yeah, because I mean, with the Brit Allcroft series, like, they actually had time to work on, like, to develop the next series, and
exactly.
Whereas with us, like, we have like a whole year to get everything done. I'm like, flip, what can we do?
Almost can't end there. It's got to come back in some shape or form.
Yeah, it'll come back. He always comes back in some way, some shape or form. And
it's not
if they asked me to come back to write for the series, I would happily come back. I was like, because I've got loads of ideas I want to I still want to do.
The old coaches.
You what?
Joking.
What are you saying, Tom? What are you
The old,
saying?
the old coaches.
Well, we'll see.
You know, I was thinking, but who knows? Maybe if there's another redone, it could be the movie that was supposed to be made.
What movie?
The Thomas movie that was supposed they were planning some years ago, and it was like an E2.
Oh, the Shane Acker one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that one. Never heard any word about that there.
Yeah. I reckon it'd be like the Sonic film where they just use a completely different cast and different.
Shh, don't tell me because I haven't seen the film yet.
It's kind of obvious, isn't it? Didn't you see the trailer?
Oh yeah, in the trailer, yeah, I suppose, yeah, but I still haven't seen the movie yet though because
I'm not gonna say the story, don't worry.
okay.
I mean,
It's just because they haven't released it on they haven't put the DVD out yet in the shops. I'm like, why is it taking so long?
Wait, watch it online.
Eh?
Just watch it online.
I suppose it could.
So I really want to talk about it with you.
I know, but you can only talk to me about what's seen in the trailer.
Okay.
But all I will say though is that I love Jim Carrey's makeup in that first trailer.
Makeup. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know. I feel like. Oh, do you mean when he's actually Robotnik?
Yes.
There's talks he could be the Fat Dude in the next film, but I don't know.
Oh, be cool. Yeah, what Max says, yeah, I can't really talk anymore about stuff on what's going on behind the scenes mainly because I really don't know. I have no idea. I just write the stories.
Yeah.
People ask me all these questions, saying, so what's happening with this here? I don't know. I don't have these perks.
I'm not that special. It's special enough that actually an SIF member managed to get into the writers and actually try to make it better from when it was like when we joined the forums and started watching it like from series 8 onwards and things, and it's improved a lot, and it's just nice to kind of end it, if it does end, with a guy from someone who's watched it from our generation to actually work on it. So
Well, just.
And I'm fortunate enough to actually be able to work with you on today's stream as well.
Right. How long we've got left of the stream? Flip. We're already like an hour and a half in. I'm nearly finished making this one.
I'm having trouble trying to fit this screw into this coupling. Oh, no, it's this buffer.
I'm trying to think here. Is there anything else like a model? There's actually some more building kits I could probably make up. I'll just put the window. I'll alter this one anyway. Make it a
What's
bit
the
more.
talk on the thoughts for James? Because I remember that was you showed us a video where you showed like a little slideshow of the models you built.
Oh yeah.
And James is actually the one I really want to see because it's my favorite character, one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, I'm still. I still have to gather up all the bits and all for that. There, really.
Okay.
I don't know. I suppose I'm just trying to think. Should I make a start on the wheel conversion on Gordon? But I wanted to see if I maybe save that for its own video. I think I'll save it then I'll save it for its next video, though. But
What the hell's this? Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I was just I just pulled off one of the buffers from this from that tanker.
yeah.
I've not taken these off since I bought it because they all fit except this one, and it's like a mixture of super glue and Mulliput or something.
Right.
So yeah, yum.
Delish.
Yeah. No, I'm probably gonna just get some epoxy resin just to get back on, and just clean up the wound where it's just come off.
There it is.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Frank Hornby. Happy birthday to you. You bastard! I was trying to sleep.
Oh, the print's good. Let's get back to wiring.
Awesome.
Right. He's good in it. Yes.
It's alright. It's alright.
Did I miss anything interesting?
Not a lot, really. Just talk.
Yeah, you mentioned earthquake. So just comment for the viewers. Is anybody else suffer from the coronavirus? Or is it just me?
Probably just you, Tom.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I mean, in terms of Sif, I'm not the only one. I mean, Alaric, he's
The
had
thing
it.
that's bothered me
Oh, yeah,
more than
yeah,
anything is the gym
yeah.
shut.
And
It's
he's
pissed
over-
me off more than anything.
Why, sorry?
What's your Gav?
Gavin? Can you hear us?
Sorry.
We're asking what you said.
Hello?
What did you say? What did you say there, Gav? Right before you.
I can't hear you.
What did you say earlier?
Oh, so the thing that's bothered me mostly is the gym shut, basically.
Oh, okay, right.
It's the gym shut.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I was hoping to kind of get back into it again properly. Like I did. I went for a little bit before Christmas, but I didn't really. But then food happened.
As it always does.
Christmas pudding, and turkey, and all that stuff. Right, I need some more files out. Yeah. Gav's lost the plot, says Casey Jr. Yes.
Well, that's just Gav, Chris.
Casey Jr. is kind of like our troll. I mean,
Believe me, I've known Casey since
Hey?
I've known Casey since primary school,
What?
so I know what he's like.
he's mucking about it.
Yeah, he mucks about times.
Waddler's troll.
The model is true. Well, be honest, like he is gonna try and get into when you're an engine man, you don't need a gym. Well, you kind of do in sometimes, Chris. The engine pretty much acts as your gym, I think. I don't know.
I like to lift my weights. I really enjoy it. I mean, I do some exercise here, but it's just not the same.
Hmm.
You don't have so much equipment. You know, the mood ain't the same. It's not the same.
What was this one video I saw you sent me one time? You were very enthusiastic in it. I don't know why you were very enthusiastic, but it was sent me videos of you just doing. I don't know I'm saying this here. You sent me a video when you were doing squats. Yeah, I've kind of stunned him. So it was just a weird video. He just like sent me a video. He just sent me this video of him just doing.
Gav's
No, it's just the mood, I guess.
Yeah, you were like very excited about it. I was like, what?
I was in a good mood.
Matt says more to railway. Off topic in regards to coronavirus. I hope I don't get it. Yeah, I hope you don't get it either. It's not fun.
Yeah. I mean, I thought I had it. I actually did thought I had it early on there, but it just turns out it just has a stuffed nose, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's hard to diagnose it because mine was a kind of a cough, and I thought it was hay fever because I was reacting to when I went to the trees. I was coughing like a lot more than normal.
Yeah.
But then it just didn't seem to go away when I was indoors and things. So it just started barricading me and stuff, like saying, "Right, you're not coming out." So I'm going to hopefully try and go back to work next week and just see how I do. But you know, after the virus, you're still having to like you're still trying to recover slowly. Like, for example, my breathing's not fully come back to normal in the sense of I was fine. I wasn't on respirators or anything like that. But
Yeah.
you kind of notice how much damage it's done to your lungs in terms of. Because normally I go on like long bike rides, but I've only just managed to kind of just go around the block.
Yeah.
It'll take 20 minutes. So I live down a big road. Oh yeah, you're not doing the slideshow tonight, Mike?
Yeah, I'll do it at 9. I'll do it at 9 because I didn't know where I was going to do. I was going to do the stream this week though, but I thought, yeah, I might as well do it. So yeah, I kind of forgot to actually tell people in advance, like, you know, to send me stuff for the slideshow. But I put the message. I put the message out today, and you know, people have sent through some stuff. So we'll take a gander at that in a wee minute. Right.
I have been getting a slight cough, says Max, but it's 2 a day. That's I wouldn't. It's more or less if it's continuous from like an hour or so. Well, no. It's more like if it's more than once every hour, then that's when you got to start thinking about. But if it's just once or twice a day, then yeah.
What, a coughing fit, you mean, or an individual cough?
It's coughing fits or a fever, things like that, or. Because mine, to be fair, for me, because I'm not in the kind of age group where no category where it would affect your health massively, like dramatically. Like, I mean, I was what's I doing? It just felt more like a cold. It was more annoying than deadly. If I'm honest. Yeah, it's like this week I've kind of noticed there's a few changes and like, you know, I still don't feel fully like energetic or anything like that, or you know, not really wanting to kind of do much, but what else is there? But yeah, I've had to have my meals brought up to me and things, and everyone had to wear gloves and. Yeah, staying indoors, like, you know, for 2 weeks straight and just not going outside or anything. It's after that, it kind of, and then taking small steps. For example, like going outside again. It's like the back garden, just to set up. It's strange, but. But yeah, best thing to do is just not rush your recovery. Just take it as slow as you can. Like. If it's big or small, this virus does affect you.
All right.
I feel like I just like Boris Johnson. It's like it didn't affect me dramatically, but it does affect you. Go to work. Don't go to work.
Well, the Matt Lucas, I saw that one.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, it was great.
The thing is, like, has anyone seen a video where people started taking videos of people coming off buses and you're wearing the mask and things, but everyone's coming off at once. No one's really sticking to distance or anything.
I think the one thing I remember seeing was like somebody took a photograph of a discarded KFC package and saying, like, you know, this took place the moment KFC was reopened again.
To commemorate.
Yeah.
How happy we are.
No. It's just saying, like, you know, this is like, you know, since the lockdown, like, you know, nature's been trying to get back on its feet again. And then suddenly,
oh yeah, sorry,
a KFC package just came flying, just like disrupts it.
It's like, has lockdown taught you nothing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be quite sad actually when this is all over. I think, 'cause, I mean, it's been a few there's been quite a few benefits in terms of
shit. Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like the walls are a bit quieter than. Although obviously most people are under a lot of stress and pressure, and they just want to be finished. A little bit like
Yeah.
it's gonna be, you know, if for example, the minute everything's open again, everyone's gonna be there, like a pub or
Yeah.
barbers or a restaurant or whatever. Yeah, everyone's gonna be there.
Right. I'm just gonna take this down here and get this painted in a primer here, and I'm gonna see maybe just spend the rest of the evening get this painted up here. I'll see if I can fish out my paints here.
If everything they say about the virus is genuine, when they make it, I don't know, when they reduce the lockdown, just if it concerns you, wait a couple of weeks or maybe a bit longer and see if there's like that second wave they said might be a possibility. And if there is, you won't be part of it.
That's quite true, actually. Yeah, I mean, just because, for example, just because I've had that, that's what I meant to bring up earlier. Just because I've had it, it doesn't mean that. I mean, I might be immunity to it, but no one knows how much or how long it'll last for. Because, you know, I mean, they say things, for example, like, you know, just when you had a cold, that, you know, every cold you get is different cold each time. But when it comes to corona, no one knows if there's more than one variety of it, or if it, you know, how long the immunity effect, you know, lasts for. I mean, it could be till, I mean, my old age is completely that, you know, we get it again and it actually affects me properly this time.
Ow. Pinch myself. Never mind. These things, seen them in bids a few times. Automatic wire strippers, brilliant, but don't get your finger in the way.
Yeah. If I'm honest with you, Ben, just read your comment. You guys haven't got it. I don't think. I don't know about immunity, but I think it. Well, if you haven't got it yet, you may probably do it later on. That's just my thought. Sorry, mate. Unfortunately, because if you are working in the public, you know, it's like I thought I was safe, but unfortunately not. You know, I was behind a glass booth. I wore the gloves. I wore a mask. Still got it. So I must have got somebody at work, in my environment. Because no one really stuck to the rules, to be honest. Nine-finger Gav. Yeah.
Hey?
I'm reading a comment.
What's it say? I can't read it from here.
You lost a finger. Nine-finger Gav.
I've only got 8 fingers anyway.
Yeah. A 9 would be happy. Would be great.
Oh. Again. Right, done. That's all the DCC buzz wires on this board in. Nice and simple. I can tighten it later.
Excellent.
Like I said, not particularly interesting, is it? Not really. Yes. Whoopee.
Here we go.
Now I can start doing the actual dropper wires.
Oops. Right, how am I going to do this? Just put the new buffer back in. Right, that's one done. Actually, well, for the loop, one done anyway. All right. I've been a gambling man, I've never had a winning again. But for you, I'd lose it all. I'm seeing something non-Thomas. AC Stuffs, how's Tom doing? I'm doing very well, mate. A lot better than I was last week. Thanks for asking, by the way. Again, with Corona, it's a slow process, but you know, as long as you're taking the steps that need necessarily, like for example, just slowly coming back into sobriety and things like small walks and eat a lot more sort of thing. My taste buds. Another thing I mentioned, my taste buds still haven't probably come back to normal yet, but that's to be expected, really. Right, so there's one cat wagon there. What do you think of that? That should be alright. Yeah. So is this the same section you were featuring in your video, by the way, Gav? Or
Say again?
is that the same section of track that featured in your video? One with Gordon with the mobile phone and thing.
No, I'll show you that. It's this one.
Oh yeah, I recognise it now. Yeah.
Obviously, that gap there is this board here.
Gotcha. Got a good bit of space there as well.
Eh?
You've got quite a decent amount of space there as well, like compared to.
Well, it's
Wow.
11-foot widthways and lengthways is 18 foot. That's what we got.
It's almost like seeing the old. It's almost like seeing the old layout come back to normal, isn't it? Back to normal, so being built again.
Kind of. Although this time I'm trying to do it semi-professionally, so it actually works properly. I mean, you see all these wires here. It will have point motors and bits on it.
Yeah.
The old Troz layout had 4 wires to it. That was it. Literally, that was it. That's why it didn't work very well. Plus, over time, because I was relying on fish plates, they get dirty and they don't conduct electricity very well.
No.
So now every single piece of track gets its own wire now, without exception. You never get a problem with that now. Takes longer, but it works better.
It's worth it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the long run.
Yes, definitely.
God, just
takes more effort and time. I apologise for the crap video, by the way, because I don't have decent stuff to film it. It's awkward. You know, I have to keep moving it.
it's fine. Yeah, the point is we're just here to just sort of make stuff into chat. So it's different. It's different compared to like an actual fully planned and.
I know. I always try and make it so that if I'm doing something, the camera, you can see what I can see. I try to make it that way at least, if possible. At the moment, it's not really that easy. Just going to tin the ends again.
So I'm going to wait a bit on that tanker wagon. Let's see. What else can I do? Right, I got a different idea.
Well, that's where the goggles for soldering. Sometimes you get bits of solder literally flick up otherwise.
Yeah, it's probably good shout actually, because I mean I should wear masks as well, because if you're like me when you're of a soldering iron, you're breathing in toxic fumes.
Depends what sort of solder you use. I'll just keep blowing it. That's a pretty good bit. It's not good, but
Oh, really?
obviously my eyesight, I don't want to lose that. I've had it a few times where solder's flicked, it's got on my arm or something.
All right, sorry about that, right?
So you should be.
Did I miss much?
Not really.
Okay. Right, so you might notice this building looks a bit different to what I had originally. And yeah, this is because this is my replica of Farquhar Station Mark II station building. So it's just recently got, it has a bit of an undercoat here, so I think it's dry now. Well, not really, but just let it dry off for a wee bit more.
It always looks nicer when you like a one color undercoat, doesn't it?
Yay.
I was saying it always looks better when it's been given an undercoat.
Yeah, because I mean, I think when
Gav,
I painted this earlier on, like, well, not earlier on, but like some time back. Hang on, Gav's gone.
Gaviscon.
Yeah, Gav is gone.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm back. It's just I hit the wrong button. I'm trying to flip the camera.
All right.
Sorry, Mark, what were you saying?
Yeah, I was saying, like, when I first started painting this building, I actually was trying to see about trying to get the colors right, because I was looking at the picture. I was looking at this one picture of Farquhar Station, which I'll bring up in a wee sec here. Right. Share screen. So I was using this picture of the original station building as reference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So this was at the Model Railway show back in 2008 when it first came to Northern Ireland. So I was using this as a reference source of making it there, or getting it painted anyway.
So just to clarify, sorry, it's
Sorry.
it's a kit, yes.
Yeah. So that's basically the color of it there. That's actually just the color of the actual plastic itself. There's just Revnor just gave it a bit of a grey wash, really.
Right, I see.
So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to try and do here. Is that I'm going to make up my own grey wash, and paint it with that there. So I brought some, like, some acrylic paints here just to try and make up the wash here. I've got some water here with a drop of washing up liquid there, just so that breaks the surface tension and allows it to stick better. So let's see how we go with this.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, bad feeling about this. Right. That's too long. Can't use that one.
Yes, but not enough paint. It's too much. There's too much water in it. Let's try that.
Right, time to do some soldering. I'll just put these connector things in, pop the wires, so I'm going to solder them to the rails.
Okay.
Well, actually, I can't really film it properly. I'll have a go. Have a look at the little git whilst I'm flipping the camera.
Oh, Matt, you were saying, did you had the virus, did you?
So yeah.
I know. It's Max in the comment. He says he got. He just said I should have been tested when I got sick. I don't know how my parents didn't get it. I don't really know. As long as you stuck to the precautions and things, yeah. I guess. Anyway, yeah, sorry, yeah, Gav, what were you saying?
get some kitchen rules here for this one.
Nothing really.
Jordan!
Just. I'll probably film that bit.
Right.
Ah, yeah, that move. That move.
Yeah, so long as even though the back part of it here isn't really seen that much, I might as well just try that first. The heck was that?
It's me.
Why, what's wrong?
No, I just glued the wrong thing on down.
I thought it was a little kid screaming outside, or a dog or something.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. I was like, flip me.
No, yeah, I've never done that. I've never done that before.
Very glad to hear that.
That's why. I think that's just a result of my voice, being effed up. But yeah.
Right. Where's that reference pic I have? It's not bad. I'm just testing it here with the back of the model, which is not really going to be seen anyway. So, but it seems to be doing okay here now. It's doing the job I need it to. Yeah, that's looking exactly how I want it.
9 o'clock.
Excellent. Oh yeah, okay. I know. I'll sort it out in a wee sec. I know, it's just like when you start, you can't stop. It's just like when you're eating peanuts.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you
Peanuts!
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about that.
Peanuts!
Thank you, baked potato. Peanuts.
When you go at the grocery store, thank you, baked potato. Wash your hands and don't touch your face.
Oh, I see. You're very tense, aren't you?
You are naughty.
I was watching the Little Britain pilot episode the other day, last night.
Right?
It's him playing kids.
It's what?
It's the pilot episode for Little Britain.
Aye.
He's playing a masseuse.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to just imagine a herd of ruffling buffalo going through an alleyway. You must relax. Oh yeah. I do tend to ramble on. Here we go.
That's right. Right. Let's get a showreel thing. Now, there isn't really much to show in the showreel. Just want to point out here. Because, like I said, limited time and all that. But, yeah, we've got a few people. We've got a few ones in here. So, let me just get a reminder as to who sent me these other ones. I think it was like two contributions, I think. Though it could be wrong. So let's see. Okay, so this first one. Let's get it up. There we go. Right, so this model was made by the Doncaster K3, and it's a 16.5 coach made from a Minicraft 1872 Falcon kit with 3 coaches in the mounted on top of a Hornby 20-ton chassis. Axle box is definitely too far down.
That's done.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Who made this?
The Doncaster K3 on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So that's his model there. Then next one, let me see, who's this one from?
That's one thing I found quite useful actually, because kits always make the chassis really difficult to put together, or they're not as good. So
Yeah.
using a Ready Run one from Hornby and things, that's what I used to do with mine. So there's no shame in that. Just whatever suits you. Really.
Yeah, so this next one was these next three are submitted by E2 LBSC Train, and they are first of all a 3D printed body of Toby.
Oh yeah,
Toby from his LNER days.
yeah.
So,
I quite like that design actually. I mean, it's quite it's like the TVS, but
yeah, that's good there. You'll just need to tidy up the frame edge in there. But other than that, yeah, it's a little bit of tidying up there with the painting edge in there. But other than that, it looks great.
Yeah,
It's really good.
The of it looks really nice.
Yeah. Then he's also doing one. He's in the progress of painting up a Percy model.
Yay!
So this is like another custom made Percy model that I've seen somebody made. You can buy on Shapeways.
Is it the one that's supposed to replicate the Audrey model, or
No. I think this is one is loosely inspired. I think this one is loosely inspired more by the Branchline Engines one. I think.
Okay.
Because if you look carefully, it has the triangular bits underneath the smoke box. So it's a bit of a. It looks like a Kenny version, I think. But this one is designed to fit onto a Dapple Pug or Hornby Pug chassis. Just the little LMI pugs.
I got you.
Then he's also in the progress of making Falcon, I think, or Albert. He's not really sure. He doesn't state which one it is, but it's a work in progress of either one of these engines. So it's a good start.
What's it made from?
It looks like it's made from the cab's made from card, and I think that's part of a Bachmann Skarloey.
Right.
So a bit of a
yeah, it looks like a mix
choice,
it looks like a mix and match of different kits and build things. Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck to him, Eric. What way it turns out there. So I'm sure it'll look good in the end. And then Stephen sent this one in. His model of Duncan.
Of course. And beautifully well done as well.
Yeah, definitely. I really like that.
I love the way he's progressed over the years. Like in the past, he used, I think wasn't it Lego?
He used Lego chassis. Yeah.
Yeah. And now it's
sure. He did say earlier on that he still uses them.
Oh, he still uses them, does he? Oh, yeah. He did, didn't he? Sorry, yeah. Because I don't know.
He still uses them there because they all run the Lego track there.
Right. I got you.
I love the weathering he's done on that as well. Like around where the dome is. I thought that was good.
I like the addition of the number 6 on the funnel.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Yeah. But it's like I was saying earlier. He's kind of turned it. He's taken the Railway series, and the way he's painted it's kind of turned it into his own. Like you can recognize obviously the character and things, but it just looks so.
Yeah.
It looks like a reboot of another show.
Yeah.
For a film or something. Yeah.
Yeah, very good that there. And that's all that was submitted in there. So that was all submitted at short notice there. So thanks, guys, though, for those folks who submitted them in.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
It's all good.
Put a picture of my engine shed if people want to see it. I want to put on Twitter, if they want it.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. I'll crack on with this here because you keep working on it.
Has anybody in the chat done this sister before using Scotch locks? The BCC.
I don't think I have ever done it.
It's the first time I've tried using them.
I don't know if anyone's ever actually done DCC on chat, but
Well, some people do. I mean,
Right.
right.
You're blue, you don't know where to go. But on the Ritz.
Put another it. Bit of a young Frankenstein there.
Ah, that's nice, lady. Right, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just picking up the bits of the cattle wagon because I've got this is from the past I've done kit I've got here, and another thing they've added in the kit I've noticed that quite useful is they actually included the true link the link couplings,
Right.
and I normally buy them
No.
separately, all the time for the other wagons. So for me, it's just the usual, paint it, assemble them, paint it black, and then they're usable. Yeah. Right. Excuse me, guys. We're back in 2 seconds.
2 seconds gone. Where are you?
Off.
You're late.
In the meantime, here's Sonic.
Best thing for splinters ever, these.
Yeah.
Fiberglass brush.
Might take a while maybe to do. Just in case if anybody's wondering what I'm doing here, I'm just actually putting the wash on the building here, try and bring up the stonework a bit better. Seems to be doing the job okay. We'll just have to see how it goes. I heard from a now deceased modeler that the best way to get like good stonework textures out there is to actually don't brush it on, just dab on the wash. So we'll just see how it goes for there. So how you been, Gav, recently?
Me?
Yeah.
It's the same, to be fair.
That's
Nothing
good.
really exciting to report. It's just the same. I did some
Oh.
3D design, some printing, bit of modelling, eating, shitting, usual. Nothing really exciting to say. I mean, obviously, nowhere's open, so there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I'm okay. Not too bad. I said I just miss the gym. That's my biggest whinge, really.
Yeah.
Didn't realize how strong the glue smell was. Yeah.
Anybody watching this, I wouldn't actually say this is the best way of doing dropper wise. I mean, I've done it before where you can't even see them. You just use copper clad strip. But truthfully, I can't be bothered. I just want to get it done and working. I can always hide it with ballasting and other stuff later.
Lego Railway Modeler, yes, we're still on. We will be on for another 45 minutes. So have a drink, sit back and enjoy.
Or try to.
Yeah, try to. That's very much
No, I said, what I'm doing isn't particularly riveting. It's just, you know. Better scrape that off, actually.
Mm.
I'll be sold on the top. I don't want that. There you go.
I had nothing to eat all day.
Right, that's a point soldered in, minus a motor. Happy days. So that bit tracks wide, that bit tracks wide. Got one more piece, and that's a middle buzz wire done, and I'll start putting point motors in at that point.
Cool.
I've still got to do all that yet, but probably do it another day. At least to get some point motors, and it's at least something else to do, you know.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, this will work. Okay, so what I think they're doing was pretty much similar to what I did in the first stream, where I put some felt on the roofs to give it a texture. Now, for some strange reason with these Slacers wagons, they put screws on the top. But then again, when I put the texture on there, I'm not going to be able to use them, so I'm just going to have to split it on. I mean, guys, I mean, this also applies to you too. But when you make coaches or brake vans, whatever, or wagons, do you glue roofs down, or do you make them so you can take them off?
I just glue the roofs down, really. Well, if it's a coach or anything, I would actually fill it with passengers first, then glue it down.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Gav?
Eh?
When you make a coach, do you glue the roof down, or do you just leave it so you can take the roof off?
I usually glue it down, but the thing is, I've only made about 4 coaches in my life, so I'm the best person to ask.
Oh, fair enough. Cause I had a guy on the O-Gauge group on Facebook saying just make it so you can take them off, because a lot of O-Gauge modelers do that, I find.
I mean, it makes sense to take it off, because then obviously you could fit passengers easy, or at least glue them back on if they came loose, and put lighting in and things like that.
Yeah, I'm not really fussed about that sort of thing, to be honest.
Mm.
I just like the idea of having a
Thing is,
model.
later on you might be, though, possibly.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I'm kind of... It depends how people how it gets.
How much space we got?
None.
Oh.
I wasn't actually going to build a layout straight away. I was going to wait till maybe I've moved out or something. But...
Well, I was going to do that with this layout, because I mean, even though I've got 18-foot length for what I want, it's a bit small. But at some point, it just, you know, it's like realistically, it's like I might as well just get it done, basically. Otherwise, I'm never going to get anything done. You know, you never know what the future's going to hold. You can always, if you make it in sections like I have, you can always move it. You can always basically take it with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you make it in sections.
I wonder if this guy's glued the screws in.
Well, has he?
Well, I can't get the... Oh, bastard thing. I can't get the screws undone. Why would you make it like this? I mean, because the plastic's snapped down the sides where the screw's going through. So it's not exactly like you can just keep doing it on and off again, because eventually it's going to break. Right, I got a question for Gav from the PR Steamer.
Okay.
Do you think the Pico track rubber is the best track cleaner?
So far, yeah. I tried the Gauge Master one, and I might as well have been using foam made for flowers. It was that soft, it was useless. Pico's a favourite one so far.
Yeah, I agree as well.
I wouldn't know because I haven't got any tracks to play. I haven't actually got a layout to run anything on.
I mean, I think it's just harder. If you get one that's too soft, it's like I say, it just breaks up and leaves a mess and doesn't really clean the track. It just digs into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get the Gauge Master one unless that wasn't very impressive.
I remember once in my local railway club, I was trying to influence the younger members to look after the track a bit more. So I bought a load of the track rubbers in because it just to keep the tracks clean and things. But I noticed the next week I went, a lot of them were missing.
You probably nicked them then.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously too good. Obviously liked them.
That's the same thing with club. Everything just goes a bit like once I actually donated one of Christine Green's Steelers profile DVD so they could play it for the members coming to the club on open days, and again it was gone. Right, these screws are a pain in the ass. Okay. Right, so fine scale, I don't think so. Not for me.
I'm selective with the fine scale. Some things I do at fine scale, other things I don't.
For me, it's not much point if you can't do anything with it. So
No, you can still do things with it. It's fine scale, but you know, it's just for some things I don't want to put 100% effort into absolutely every single thing in model because I never get anything done. But sometimes I've just got to drop the standard a bit and get forward motion on the go.
that's true, actually. Yeah, that was standard.
Right. I just want to say this here. This wash is actually very watery, so that I've made. But it's kind of working in a way. But like it's once it's dry, it kind of fades away.
Okay.
So it's only visible when I paint it on. But I don't know, it's making some progress, I suppose.
Was it acrylic based or enamel based?
Acrylic.
Okay,
I should have used enamels actually.
I don't know. I use both. With me, I'm comfortable using either. I just tend to go for whatever
that's-
color is correct for the job.
But yeah, you can see what I mean here. Like that's basically
Looks
like
good.
something I'm kind of getting here. So
So no maid today, Mike?
sorry.
No maid today?
No, May. No, she's away in bed actually. So she's just been taking it easy today, really.
Fair enough.
So dreaming about those.
No, she's dreaming about tennis balls actually.
Oh.
Simple life.
Yeah, simple life. I'm just going to see here if actually, maybe I might not actually, but I don't remember it actually would have put a black ink wash do, but it might cause more damage, I think. Let's see, I might actually have one.
So, guys, I don't suppose you can see on Facebook all the vandalism that's been going on at the Perth Railway since the lockdown. So, what do you guys think? I've had one with Princess Rossborough, where I think the signalling was fiddled with, and they actually filmed the guy walking around with it. Sorry, Simon.
I didn't actually hear what you said. It came a bit muffly, to be honest.
Oh, don't worry about it. All right. I was filing while I was talking. So I wasn't really paying attention to what I was saying. So. Happy dog, happy life. Right. Okay. So. Right. That's a bit difficult for the next one. Right. Okay. So I'm going to have to cut the roof off finally, and goes the peanut. And goodbye, fine scale detail. Your history. Right. So let's put that there. Now I've got 2 groups to work on. I'm just talking to myself, guys. So if you think I'm going mad, I probably am. Now, what I'm doing here, there's several ways you can do this when it comes to putting felt on your roofs. The last time I did it was with super glue. So super glue. There we go. Yeah, so I'm going to just give that. And then what I did in between was I slowly just go 1 inch at one space at a time. Let's have a look. Make sure it goes straight. It's not.
Right. Just going to test those connections, and then I'm going to try and put a point motor in.
All right.
Peanuts. ESBR, that is a brass E2 on my track. It's a broken one. I'm gonna turn it into Thomas hopefully when I've got the right stuff. I'll probably have another go. I'll probably have another go when the stream's finished. Because I don't know if it's the I'm not so much sure if it is the flux. It could be just maybe I'm not heat. Maybe because I'm heating it, so it should be the soldering iron. Which it shouldn't be because I've changed it.
Yeah, we're good. All connections made properly.
All right. I'm just trying this here now for blackwash that I made some years ago actually. So I'm surprised there was still some left. A good bit actually. Now it might make this building a bit grey, but I can bring up the brown or the brownish yellow stone up maybe with some pastels. We'll see how we go.
Excuse me.
Just
Oh,
use
yeah,
that.
I forgot this how I did it. My fingers got really sticky last time.
All right.
Ah!
I'm gonna make a bit of noise. 2 secs. Hold on.
All right, cheers, Max. Take care.
Bye, Max. All the best.
It's done.
It's not bad. Needs to be brown or a wee bit more brown and mixed in there, but it's getting there.
Can't really see, can you? So we can bodge onto the ladders. Let's try this. That might have a chance. Might have a chance. Or not. Yeah. Yep. Okay, you're on the step ladders. Don't fall off.
Yeah, don't fall. Mate.
Got the point motor in now.
Ooh. Right. Actually, can't remember what I did last time. Going down these roofs. Any more thoughts in the studio, mate?
At the moment, still up in the air at the minute, though. But I am working out exactly what is going to be done in it, like in terms of like rooms and stuff. So there's basically going to be like 3 rooms. So it's going to be one for the main studio itself, which is going to be the largest out of the lot, because with branch engines, you need like I need a good bit deal of space for what I need to do. And
Oh, what's going on?
then I need another room for like audio recording, so it'll be like a little sound room. I'll pad it all out there, and then the other room is going to be for storing Far Cry Mark 1.
That's really pretty awesome.
Yeah. So that's the way it's going to be.
Check that out.
Right.
What is going on?
Say the Blackwash did more.
Right.
Oh, for goodness sake.
What's wrong?
I forgot to take the spring out of the point.
Oh.
Oh, I weren't working properly. Oh, yay! Thought I'd done it last night. Obviously, I missed it. Oops, here we go.
Right.
Ah!
I found the problem.
What
You know,
was the problem?
why didn't you know?
I can't get any glue out of my my super glue. It's because it's empty.
Ah.
I'm trying to use super glue when it comes to putting these roofs on because it's obviously you haven't got to spend ages waiting for it to dry and hold the felt down. And at the same time, when you spray it, it kind of leaves a bit of a texture to showing where it's been glued down.
Yeah.
And it's almost kind of like maybe it could be, get on the real thing as well. But yeah. I must have some more somewhere. Oh, we've got loads. Because epoxy resin takes about 5 minutes to dry, and I don't fancy staying that long. Also, you can't free your hands if you get your fingers stuck.
Yeah.
Right, well, okay, until I get some more glue, I can't do anything. Hello, Patrick. Okay, let's give it a miss for tonight then. That's one wagon has to wait. This one go back in the box.
There's the point. Let's take the thing out. Awkward. Just take the bloody spring out. Sure you're familiar with most points, I'll just flick. But
Yeah.
it's going to once I finish with it. There you go. Springs out. Well, that's just loose. Any old how.
Yeah.
Back in we go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
No,
No,
we
we
won't.
don't.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Don't.
I said no.
It's kind of funny though in the English dub, like Michelangelo doesn't actually doesn't say it in the actual tune. Whereas I don't know if Alec Baldwin actually does say it in the US dub, the actual tune version.
Okay.
Where it's meant to go like, here we go, here we go, here we go. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. This is really quite funny, actually.
Yeah. I know, yes. Sorry, I'm just looking for glue. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, I've used it up. I can't do anymore.
Solder the dropper back on.
More noise. I guess I could just check this one's fine. Right. Yeah, that looks fine to me. I had to file some of this down because when you're spraying it over the top, you don't get a bit of the tube underneath. So I had to spray it from the bottom, and the paint started dripping all over started dripping downwards.
Aye.
Massive drop. So I had to file it all down to do it, and probably going to try spray it all over again.
Okay.
It's an annoying thing. I mean, well, most of my stuff is actually done with, when it comes to painting, it's done with spray paint.
Yeah.
Like the can, so I don't really do a lot of the, like the, I haven't used an airbrush properly. I mean, I have years ago I did, yeah, but I haven't done anything like anything in recent years.
Back.
One truck. Tow truck.
What a silly biddy.
That's an idea for a character name.
No. We're not bringing that character back.
I like biddy.
He was alright, I guess. Has anyone heard True Dat Triple Eight's song for him?
There's a song for him?
He wrote a song for him.
Blimey.
It's like buck teeth.
That it?
No.
It's a very short song.
I play it on the stream or
Best not.
okay, well, I'll send you a link. Shut up.
To get this wide up and
Sorry, Gav, what'd you say?
so I was hoping I'd be able to get at least one of these wide up and demonstrate it's like working, but I'm not sure if we're gonna have time.
Well, we've still got another 40 minutes, another 20 minutes, like, so.
Yeah, you normally cut off around 10, don't you?
Yeah, but we'll see how we get on.
Alright. So I've just got to wire just a few wires to it, and it should be able to get programmed.
Right, so what I'm going to do with this instead, I've just fired off some of them. I think with this kit, the guy tried to solder it. You see a lot of dents in the front and rear.
I think that'll do. That actually doesn't look too bad, actually. What do you guys think here in the chat? You guys in the chat, do you think it looks okay? For a stone look?
That's brilliant.
Let's use it 2 washes, like so. 2 homemade washes.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Sorry, I won't do that again.
Where was that from?
I remember, to be honest, it's just...
Because that tune does sound familiar. I know I've heard that tune somewhere before.
I think someone's saying it on the X Factor. They didn't get through.
Oh, well.
La 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 la. Well, I heard that song before.
Dare you quote Captain Punjab's lines in this?
Copyrights. Oh yeah, talking about Captain Punjab. I don't know if you guys know. I think was it you told me that, Mike?
What?
Didn't he do the storyboards for BoJack Horseman?
Oh, he works on BoJack Horseman. Yeah.
Yeah, Captain Punjab.
What's he work on?
BoJack.
He works on a TV show called BoJack Horseman.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he was a storyboard artist or something.
Oh, excuse me.
So that's another Sif that's done really well.
Excuse me again. I've got a solder 4 wires. I can get this thing working.
All right, take your time, mate.
I'll be able to show you the app as well using Dad's little iPad. So I can't use a phone, so I'm using it as a camera. But I can show you the app where I press something and something happens. That would interest you. Goggles. So,
All right, I'll have to order some slate-colored paint to do the roof.
To the roof.
To the roof.
What? Oh. So I'm just finding more mistakes in my paintwork. More filing down.
More?
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 More mistakes.
on leaper.
Yes, I'm glad you got that reference.
I used to be in a school.
Oliver, no one likes you.
I even remember. I kind of remember. Like, it was funny. They actually got like one of the goons from the Goon Show to be Mr. Bumble.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's Harry Seagum.
Oh. I have to watch that again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, the judge who in the courtroom scene, the person who plays the judge is actually Dan from Titfield Thunderbolt.
Is he?
Yeah.
I can see that now, actually, yeah. Jesus.
Yes, it's the same actor, so.
That's, oh, bloody hell, you learn something every day. Well, I found out today, is there anybody watch a show called Breaking Bad?
Who hasn't?
You seen it?
I've seen a few clips of it.
Oh, okay, do you know a character called Hector?
Yes.
Well, apparently he was Ace Ventura's landlord in the first film.
No,
I heard animal noises coming from your room. I heard scratching. What's all this bird food for? What's all this pet food for? Vitamins. I'd like to bring my milk home with me. Anyway, sorry. All right.
all right.
Someone says to me once, why don't you just, when it comes to the Tango wagon, why don't you just have one side painted white and the other black? But I don't think I'm that, bothered about trying to copy the actual TV show when it comes to these wagons, because I find I look at the show from series 1 now and I can't unsee like that. You see a milk wagon,
Yeah.
you see just a bit of the black that's on the top of the filler cap.
Yeah. So what was it? It's like even in Percy Takes the Plunge, when you actually see the very first shot that you can actually see Thomas in the scene. When you see that panning shot of Henry going across the harbour, you can see Thomas in the back. You just see him past Thomas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never saw that.
Someone posted on Twitter the other day. I saw that.
Yeah.
I never saw that.
Yeah, it's just you just watch the scene and it's there.
Did any of you guys see my discovery? So it's something I discovered from James and the Chocolate Trees.
Oh, is it because of his friend Pony Chocolate was derailed?
No. I discovered something I saw in a split. It's on my Twitter, but in the bit where Thomas backs, is pulling James back.
Yeah.
If you look closely at his driver, his head turns.
You know what? I'm actually going to look at that scene actually because I don't know if I actually did get a chance to see it.
I put a picture on Twitter and someone put a video. So
Right, let's have a look.
You know, you see Diesel in Percy Takes a Punch.
yes,
Yeah, everybody see because I mean they actually tell you Diesel's there because he whistle he sounds his whistle his horn when he
I never noticed as a kid though. It's like he arrives for the next episode, in a way.
he does. Yeah,
yeah.
that's his first appearance, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is sound really naive, but it didn't actually hit me till recently. That actually, in terms, Diesel's quite a popular character, but he doesn't show up for another 3 seasons until he gets to Series 6.
Yeah. Right, let's have a look at his driver. Oh my! Yeah, his driver does. Yeah, it's very quick though.
Yeah. It kind of adds to it. I mean, obviously it was an accident
Hang on a
because they're on pins, and of course the figurines are made of white metal.
Yeah.
So obviously, if someone's to move backwards, then the movement must have made it look round. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it would work if they all did that to some extent if they just moved slightly. But
Suppose yeah.
then again, from Brit Allcross' point of view, the point of it was just so people can use their imaginations.
Yeah.
That's why they don't move.
I will admit here, like when I actually heard that she actually mentioned him, she was actually calling out to me to get in contact with her, and I was like, wow, I didn't know Brit Allcross wanted to get in contact with me about the Royal Engine thing.
It's because so many people made a fuss about it, about the comments she made.
Yeah.
So did she get in touch?
I don't know, but
Did she get in touch? Did she get in touch? Did she talk to her?
I did. I did contact her. Yeah.
And did you guys have a chat? What happened?
I just said, like, she was basically just calling out to me, like asking folks who know me to get in contact with me to pass on her wishes and all for Royal Engine out there. And I had like a whole lot of people were messaging me saying, like, hey, Brit Allcross looking at you, and I'm like, what? I was like, well, what does she want? And when I found out that it was just she wanted to congratulate me, I was like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Very unexpected, but very nice.
I think it's because
Still nice of her.
Because Ryan posted that, saying that someone who grew up watching the show wrote that special. So it was kind of like, it must have struck a chord with her, I think.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know whether or not she actually like realized or anything. I don't know. But still, either way, like it was still nice of her.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously she kind of realized that SDK is already fond of it, and
Yeah.
actually they're rooting for you. So it's like
Yeah.
that's quite a nice feeling, actually.
Yeah.
Look at this.
What are you saying?
I just said you must be doing something right.
Don't know what. I'm only writing a story. That's all. Right. I think this is as far as I go here at the minute. I'll see what way I am here. I might order off a pot of stone. What do you call it? Slate paint.
2 more connections. I'll show you briefly what I got.
I really want this super glue. Hey,
Right, so this wire is soldered to both of these pins. And number 3 soldered to number 8, and number 4 goes to the frog, and these 2 just need putting to the buzz wire.
Okay.
And it should work. It usually does. Right. Bear with me.
Where is it?
What, the bear?
Yeah.
Downstairs.
All How can you say it's with you when it's not even there to begin with?
It's context. It's in the house. It's kind of with me. Sure, Jeff.
Short of. Short of.
Don't know what I was supposed to say about your mum.
It's hardly short of if the bear's not with you.
Getting there. Getting there.
That's one thing I've got to try and work out for my modelling is what year should I start modelling it, because of I want to be able to kind of like match a certain time scale with these wagons and things.
Yeah.
I've got a Midland LS one here and LER one here.
Huh.
When it comes to soda, what do you think? Because most people seem to go for LMS.
I don't know. It's just basically what's available, I suppose.
Because I just wondered if, in terms of, everyone seems to more or less go for LMS compared to LNER. I just wondered which one's a bit more.
It's just more down to like what stock was available at the time.
Well, I was thinking more in terms of like philosophical in terms of the railway series, like because Gav seems to go for LMS quite a lot. Okay, Junior says, is this where Sparkshaw lives up to his name?
Well, there's no sparks yet.
Have to find out. Right. I'm going to go and get my dad's tablet. We'll have a look.
Yeah. What was the name of that? There's a YouTuber or online electrician thing. He does these videos saying, I'm going to do this thing where I'm going to show you guys how to do the certain brake thing, and then every time he does his really electrical thing, it always blows up or gets him electrocuted. He's like teaching people about the electric currents out there, and he ends up like constantly shocking himself.
I don't know.
Where is it? I'm going to see where his username is, but he used to make me laugh a few times.
Right. There's no floor to sort out.
Right, it's a YouTuber by the name of Electro Boom.
Retro Boom.
Yeah, Electro Boom. If you watch his stuff, there's like funny compilations. Like every time he tries and does stuff, like he ends up like either like blowing stuff up by accident or like getting himself electrocuted by accident.
Oh, okay. That's what.
Yeah, even though there's even like sometimes as well, like when he was testing testing the capacity of a resistor, he like shows you on camera what's like, and you actually see on camera it just swelling up before it explodes. And he doesn't even understand it. He doesn't even know. It's like he's just like, see, it's all like that, and then it just goes. And he's like, yeah. Insert 4-letter word here.
God, here he comes. Boom.
Oh. What was it? What is it? Christine Green says? Instead of saying, so I'm sorry, he's just saying, round spherical objects.
Coming from Railway Modeler, if you look at the classic series, you can see the plaster bandage on the hills.
Depends on which hills it is, because as far as I know, the hills were made from greengrocer's grass mats, really.
Yeah,
which were gone over with a blowtorch to weather them down a wee bit, or to darken them down in some parts.
Yeah, they use like didn't they burn some of it, didn't they? And
Yeah, just to try and give it that sort of, I don't know, different colors, I suppose.
it didn't really work in my opinion. I can still tell it was like pre-Russian stuff.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it was still good. I mean, well, sure. I mean, Pete Waterman, like, he uses teddy bear fur for his grass, and he goes in, and once he dyes it, he goes over it with a blowtorch.
I might try to start doing that with like things like the basket clean, like you recommended.
Yeah, try that. It's actually really good.
For steps, I mean, like try and burn it, see what I can- or dye it.
Yeah, best give it like a bit of a sap green dye, and it'll do the job all right. Yeah, sap green. You can just get in any craft shop, just dunk it in like a bath with stuff,
Okay.
rinse it out, and leave it dry.
We ready?
Yes.
Kaboom!
Right. First thing, put plugs on. Gets the Z21 running. And that's a router. That's fish. Z21 up. Yeah. Right.
Ta-da!
Now I've got to connect
Hey, there's the
Z21.
DCC and ready.
Aye.
Once that's connected, I think it already has done. Right, so we're going to go to control station. There's Traplan.
Aye.
What I've just put in is this one, number 9. So, first thing, the point motor here.
Yep.
Press the button at the back. A few seconds. Hang on. Oh, hang on. I ain't plugged it in. Not bad. 2 seconds.
Ah!
I plugged it in. You alright, Mike?
No, I fell over.
Oh,
Bear with me.
There is no bear. All I see is sleeper.
Oh, okay.
right. Oh shit.
Oh, there we go. Right,
Ooh.
that's good, isn't it? Right, try
Yeah,
it again.
Yeah, it's something.
See that does
Press the button. Should flash red. Oh, I don't know. I didn't see, but let's try it. Oh, hang on, the wrong bit. No, so it hasn't got it yet. Okay.
No.
No, it's red. Right, I'm gonna hold that. Hang on. Right, so I just tapped it on the app. The thing's moved, so now when I tap it, it should move. Should do. Let's try it. Move on the curve, so. Straight. Curved.
Hey.
Now I'll see if it's actually working by. Well, let's go
Like a
straight
train.
first, hang on.
Yay. Like, how long does it take you to do that?
One thing is I've got to swap the polarity because at the moment curve straight and straight it's curved, but that's easy. Right. Yeah. No short circuit, that means the frog's wired correctly, so we're good.
Awesome.
Hang on.
I was going to say, stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn it off. That helps.
So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to swap the polarity, so control station, tap on, you want to edit.
We're going to do Doctor Who here. We're going to reverse the polarity.
Yeah, there. That should do it. Save. No. Right. So that's curve route. It says curved route. Straight route. And straight. So let's just
Very
test the
noisy.
loco again. It doesn't fall off or short circuit. jerky at the moment. That's the logo. Yeah, it'll be fine. Right, one more thing then. 2 secs. 2 seconds. Get the big blue sausage.
The galloping sausage out.
Get the big blue sausage. Yeah. Like I said, this might cause a slight problem because sometimes I have to modify the points because his wheels are so bloody fat. But literally, hold on, try and show you that way. No, for goodness sake, this is awkward. Right, golden picture. Right, he's in reverse at the moment, so there you go. Bit more speed, and then before you crash, shit. Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Harry.
Right,
That's
let's
impressive.
try change a point.
I love the way it's customized. Like you can put a picture of the loco as well.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
it's used. Now this ain't wide yet, so the frog's dead, but it might go over, it might not. So let's just give it a shot.
If it doesn't, you have to
That's because I derailed it. That was my fault. Hang on. There we go.
if it doesn't go over the frog, just have to leap it.
Yeah, see, it just stuttered a bit. They're not wide in, they're dead. There's a big section. Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's why that. So anyway, that's out of the way. So I did change point again.
I think we lost him.
Kevin.
Yeah, I think his signal's gone.
Cavalier now.
We apologize for this interference. Normal services will resume shortly.
We apologise for the delay. The delay was caused by snails on the wires. That's no, that just came to my head.
So you better quote another railways thing there. We lost him. Oh well.
Oh, you are Gavin. Well, that bombshell.
Well, he might come back. We don't know yet, but we'll see. He might miss me saying his connection went or something. I don't know. No, I don't think he's coming back here. Oh well. So we'll give him about a few minutes here. Then we'll leave it for then.
Yeah, it's coming to 10 o'clock, isn't it? Actually, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's at 8 minutes past on my end. So anyway, guys, thanks very much for tuning into Modelers Corner. Big shout out to Stephen there, who probably be watching back on this. Who knows? For joining us there, and thank you, Tom, for coming back again.
No pleasure. It's always.
Glad you were well enough to come back, and of course to Gavin, who hopefully he'll return maybe next time, but we'll see.
Just so I haven't actually finished anything again.
Hey,
Just so I haven't finished anything again, you know.
sure, never mind. I mean,
But now I'm well again. I'm probably going to start doing modelling outside the corner. So
yeah, I mean,
How-
I don't know. I don't know if what's going to happen next week though, because I mean, I'm kind of running out of kits now to make up now. So, and all my paints and stuff are all like packed away in boxes now for like being moved over. So, I don't know. I don't know whether next week we'll probably finish Models Corner for a while, but we'll see how we get on.
So you couldn't do anything on your Rory Series logos, like James or Douglas or anything. Oh,
I can't really, because I mean, there's some parts I need to get ordered in though, and I haven't really got any spare money at the minute too.
right.
Because I need to wait for some money to come in. But been
Sorry.
there for something else. But anyway, I will work on something. I'll see what happens next week here. If I have anything on, then yeah, I'll see what I get on with that there.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, thanks so much for tuning in here. We'll see you guys next week. And if you guys want to send any stuff for next week's show reel, feel free to do so. And send it through to me on Twitter. I'll make sure I'll put it into like a showcase folder, and we'll see how we get on from then.
If not,
You
money's
guys,
fine.
hey?
If not, money's fine.
Okay. All right. Okay, guys, take care. See you soon. Bye bye.
Guys.